After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change, All the promise when they make, it don't they be like say they fake, Where the money, where the food, Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, I see the bad way you've been do. You don't tear Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. I take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, My people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Can in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come, Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, My people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not they off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, Maiyegun don't come, My people make you shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This man not they off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Hello there. Let me know if this audio is sounding right. Share the broadcast, invite your friends and tell them that Maiyegun today.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ MaiyegunDiary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Come on.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you. Share the broadcast.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí YouTube.
Thank you.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun mawi.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me again tonight. And as you are joining, remember, like the video, share it, invite others before you finally settle down. Then read the description as well. You are likely going to be able to know where to comment and contribute. So, tonight, we are going to touch on the Politico abracadabra going on behind the scene. For those who are ready, we call them the gullibles. Those who are ready to be deceived are warming up to the embrace of their oppressors. They call it 2023. Others, even though they are part of the creators of the ruins, they are also warning everyone who care to listen. And tonight, we have a bit of them to touch. Presidential banjo. I remember when I did something on that. Presidential banjo. When everybody wants to be president of Nigeria, and at the same time, pretending and sugarcoating, talking about the problems of Nigeria, the problems that is actually so monumental that if those who care or who want to lead Nigeria are claimed, presidential candidate for 2023, if they really care about that place, they will first start talking about the problem, resolving the problem, not election. So tonight, read the description. It said, Tinubu, Atiku, others wants to be president of a wrecked Nigeria. We all know they've wrecked Nigeria, and we know those who wrecked Nigeria. And these are also the, They are also the players in who becomes your next leaders and all that. One of them is actually a very laughable one. His name is Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello of Kogi is famous for being the, how can I describe Yeye Bello? The trickiest, artless, and the greediest of them all, of those con men that you called your political leaders or even governors, as you would like to call them. Yeye Bello came in through the abracadabra of APC, Egbekegbe, just like what happened in Imo State, where a Supreme Court nominated politician became the governor, even though he came fourth in their own primaries. So Yeye Bello came in, the abracadabra, and when he came in, he turned Kogi State into what I am still finding the right word to describe. But I can tell you a bit about his own fraud that is so obvious that even hearing or seeing people asking or even presenting somebody like that to be president of Nigeria is enough to tell you that Nigeria is finished. Usually they say the worst of Nigeria are those that are representing the best of Nigeria. And Yeye Bello is a very, very good example. He's running too. And I caught something online which I decided to share with you in this conversation. We'll start from there. Those who wants to be the president of a collapsing, if not a collapsed, Nigeria. Yeye Bello.
Then we'll have a solid party. If it is mismanaged and we did not see the booby traps ahead of us, God forbid, may He not spare the doom for us. First important task, I want each and every one of us to pray, and pray very hard, sincerely, that the party remains solidly together. You have made a call, you'll be making this call. And severally, I have responded that I can't have eminent, passionate Nigerians calling on me to come and contribute my own quota at national level, and I'll turn it down. I'll never do that. I will accept it. But moving forward, we must run on the platform of All Progressives Congress. I should have declared long ago, going by the numbers and the numerous or the mammoth crowd of Nigerians, both old and young, men and women, both at home and in diaspora, that have been calling on me to run. I should have declared my intention openly. But at all times, you call on me, or various groups call on me, I accept. But I'm skeptical that this movement is so massive that is scary to the low-minded ones and may want to scuttle and destroy our party. Pray hard that we survive this hurdle we're about to cross. That's number one. For as long as there is life and we're healthy, in fact, that is the first criteria, the first option. So long as there's life, so long as the party remain united together, and so long as our leaders, when I say our leaders, who have labored to put this party together, did not decide to destroy it. And for
See, I just wanted you to hear it from me. We see that man talking. His name is Yeye Bello of Kogi. That is the governor of Kogi State. When he came in and he became the governor of Kogi State, it was after the APC, Egbekegbe of Bokwari, took charge at the center. So he became one of the beneficiaries of that bailout fund. You probably have heard about that. APC, Egbekegbe, when they came in, they said they met empty treasury, which means no money. But within the first 6 months, they were able to put out a bailout, which Kogi State also shared. Also, there is this Paris Club refund. You know, Nigeria is a Unigbese country. So, a Paris Club, a club of, lenders who were deducting money from what Nigeria borrowed in the past, they now over-deducted. So they refunded what they deducted. And when they refunded these billions, it was when, it was when Bokwari, APC, Egbekegbe in power. Cut the long story short, this Yeye Bello, around that time, workers in Kogi, some of them have not been paid for a whole year. Pensioners have not been paid. Then this money came. Kogi State got 20 billion. So that, according to Bokwari, this would help the APC government to start on a very good footing. When this money got to Yeye Bello's hand, he parleyed with the bank and they kept the money in a special account, a special interest yielding account. From 1 year unpaid worker salary, that increased to almost 5 years under Yeye Bello. In fact, they have become so accustomed to it that whenever they get paid at all, which is half salary as they call it, they all have to come out and say thank you to the white lion who wants to be the president of Nigeria. The secret came out just last year that Yeye Bello and his gang of crook holding Kogi, they have been making extra money from the supposed sweat of other people. And somehow is now being presented as part of the options to save Nigeria. Not just his own party members. We actually had people who prayed too.
So this nation is a gift to Kogi State. In case you don't know how special Yaya Bello is to your state, we know how special he is to Nigeria. So can we lift up our voices and appreciate the name of the Lord one more time? You are a Christian here, you are a Muslim here. Thank God for the gift of Governor Yahya Adoza David Bello. Father, we thank you for this gift. 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 Your son has grown. He grew as a child. He became a son. Now he is responsible. Lord, he has ruled your people. He is still ruling your people in Kogi State. He has declared intention to rule Nigeria. Our Father, our God, looking with the eyes of mercy. 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 Show your servant mercy in the name of Jesus Christ. Hear me very well. The Bible said, if my people that are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, he said, I, the Lord, will hear them from heaven and I will heal their land. I want us this moment. It doesn't matter whether you are a pagan. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim. It doesn't matter whether you are a Christian. The Bible says, if you can humble ourselves and pray, there's God who answers. And this hot afternoon, I decree under heaven that as we pray unto God, may our prayers be answered. I said, may our prayers be answered. Therefore, this morning we are going to pray one more time. This afternoon, rather, we are going to pray one more time for Governor Yahya Adoza Bello. We are going to pray. Say, Father, in the order of Jesus, the Bible says, and Jesus grew in wisdom. He found favor with God and with man.
So, do you see why we don't have respect for your religious leaders? Do you now see why somebody like myself would always want you to separate your faith, your religion, your relationship with God, to separate it from your love, admiration, and respect for those you call men of God? I don't see them as men of God. We should wash our mouth. The men of God, we cannot just say anything anyhow. Let God deal with them. God is not going to deal with this charlatan. So if I call him a charlatan, would you feel offended? Of course you shouldn't. If you are smart, as you would probably tell yourself that you are, mixing politics with religion, using the Bible and calling on God, quoting the Bible that God said, if you can humble yourselves to call Yeye Bello to be your president. Is that not religion manipulation? Do you understand that now? Oh, Maiyegun, I always love what you do. But what I don't like about you is the way you always see religion. I don't see your religion as anything bad. I respect it. I do, a lot. Because I understand what spiritual relationship can be to people who actually do that. So I don't question it, I don't judge it. But when I'm talking about politics, when I see charlatans dressed as your men of God, calling the name of God, quoting the Bible, praying, screaming, I don't get moved. I call them their names, charlatans. Common charlatans, hungry charlatans. They can quote the Bible from here to there. But does it make any sense? I just thought you should just see a bit about Yeye Bello and how the packaging is going. Some of you would say, Baba, forget that one, Jare, it's not going anywhere. Of course. I hear you. That is not the point I'm making. I am just trying to tell you that if to say Nigeria is a real place, Nigeria is not a crime scene. Somebody like Yeye Bello, from that government house, he should be currently cooling off in jail, serving a life sentence for what he did. But you know what? He actually he gave the EFCC that discovered the money and got the money back into from the bank and the account they kept it. Yeah? He gave them warning that they should return the money back. If they don't return the money, it's going to sue them. It's going to make them lose their job. That is Nigeria for you, a crime scene. He is not the only one. Even though this one, they like to call him Alagbafo. But I mean, it is Nigeria. What is wrong if he too become president? Dele Momodu.
My leader, and I am very proud to say you are my leader. I bring you the good tidings of my people of Owan East local government. The journey ahead is something that I have planned very carefully in over 30 years. You were not a hardcore politician, and I've always believed that leadership is about managing people and resources. It's not about being a politician. And from what I've seen, even from the organization in your office today, I can see that touch of excellence, that touch of class. And that is what I believe. That is what I believe we should introduce to Nigeria at the national level. I know how things are done, and it is painful. We come back, we all grumble and lament like the biblical Jeremiah, and we end up doing nothing about it. And I believe that I have one of the best chances of winning that election. It's not, our strategy is not something we can say publicly, but I can tell you that it is meticulously planned and it will be meticulously delivered by the grace of God. Thank you so much.
Welcome my brother, Dele Momodu, and his lovely wife home to Edo State. What I want to tell you is that, look, as an Edo man, one of our key attributes is to believe in yourself and live for what you believe in. And God has endowed us with that indomitable spirit. And when Nigeria has found itself in the crossroads, very difficult times, we as a people, minority we are, have always risen up to provide leadership. It was Anthony Nahoro from this same place who said and moved the motion that this country, Nigeria, should become independent. So the journey you're embarking on today is what typifies you, where you come from. Dele Momodu is a household name in Nigeria. And over the last few decades, you have contributed your own mark into the political discourse of our country. And I'm glad that you've documented a lot of your contributions. Nigeria is at a crossroads. This last weekend, a few of us gathered together and had a real brainstorming session for more than 20 hours on the way forward.
That is Dele Momodu, the ovation, Uncle Dele Momodu. So no matter how much some of you don't want to possibly agree with Dele Momodu, right? Is never, let's be very clear, okay? Is never been part of those who have either signed your budget, executed your budget, made the bill for you, or even make laws for you, okay? They call him a lagbafo, like somebody who is a laundromat. Laundromat is the dry cleaner. That no matter how dirty you are, Dele Momodu, ovation, can always polish you to shine and be shiny. So they call him a lagbafo. That is his own contribution to what Nigeria is today. But this time around, he said his own strategy is so good that they can't make it public, but it's so good, it's going to work. Don't worry, they have a way out of it. And that is also part of those who wants to be president of that Nigeria, okay? So a quick one, by the way, just a quick one, guys. You know that we have this plan that Maiyegun, friends of Maiyegun, as well as the Yorubas, who indeed support justice, and they are always against injustice, that we are coming together, right? And then this time around, we are going to raise the money to support the legal team for Oloye Sunday Igboho. And in that regard, I also said, in fact, people said that there are people that are actually going to take this on. When I actually introduced this and I discussed it with everyone and we came to that conclusion, okay, yeah, let's do it. Why not do it? I stretched out the hand of, the hand of brotherhood. And I said, this is an idea that everyone can key into. And indeed, if we all key into it, we will stop waiting and hoping that something happened in the case of Oloye Sunday Igboho, okay? So, and that is us saying we are tired of just talking. We want to act. So I've just been told that Yeye Dara, she's somebody I actually respect a lot, right? They said Yeye Dara tonight was on YouTube and everywhere, and they actually all came out to say, oh, Maiyegun want to raise money for Igboho's lawyers. And they all agreed that Maiyegun is a scam. I just thought I should throw that out here. Sorry, it's not related to what we are doing now, okay? But the moment we are expecting that, but I wasn't expecting that from Yeye Dara. So if Yeye Dara and our friends, if they feel like the idea behind this is a scam, I think Yeye Dara, who personally, privately contacted me and invited me to a program some time ago, she could do the same and talk to me. That's why I said, I want you, if you have any question about this, throw your question at me, okay? Don't hide, don't beat about around the bush, all right? So if indeed Yeye Dara and her friends call our noble request a scam, at the appropriate time, I will respond to her and her likes and people like her and everyone, okay? And if this is completely a miscommunication, I just want you to know that somebody said it and I'm aware of it now and we will take it on from there, okay? So don't call me a scam. If you are bold enough, right? Give me a call. Pick up your phone and tell me to my face, all right? But if this idea has become something that some of them are now going to probably use to get a kind of conversation, something they can always talk about now, fine. But the effort is to help, okay? And indeed, it will always be voluntary. Nothing is being presented so far. Nothing is on the table so far. The idea is there, is currently coming together. And if you have any problem with it, come on, talk to me. Are you with me? So talk to me. So I respect Yeyedara a lot, and I'm not going to kind of hide what I heard. And I believe, and I want to believe, if it is a miscommunication, of course, yeah. If the people on Yeyedara or any other platform like that, right? Don't be gossiping, okay? Some more courage. Call me, all right? In fact, bring me to that your program. Let me come and talk to your friends, all right? If you don't know something, just ask question, okay? And I hope everybody will embrace this and respect themselves as well, all right? So let's continue. They all want to be president of a wrecked country. So Nigeria is tilting. It's like people knows. Okay, and when we say Nigeria is tilting, it's not just about the insecurity. Are you with me? It's not just about the insecurity. The insecurity is the bigger part of it. All right, but at the same time, what led to the state of this ruined? This state of insecurity in Nigeria that has spread all across everywhere. Yeah, there are many other factors that led to it. Corruption is one of them. Incompetency of those who are in government is one of them. Collusion, which is also corruption, of those who are supposed to defend the country is part of them. Then the corruption of economic sabotage, which has created, right, multiple front of a poverty. And in an environment of a poverty, right, crime is expected to skyrocket. Do you understand? People will need to survive. They have no job, they have no money, but they will need to survive. What do you expect? They will resort to crime. And that is why we got to this stage where we are. So, economic saboteurs, few days ago, in fact, before I even go to that, let me show you the other part of Dele, because Dele actually didn't just meet the governor. Uncle Dele Momodu also met with the people from his state in Edo. Sorry, I nearly missed that.
Chief Dele Momodu, who arrived Iheve amidst jubilation, was received by the members of his age group, who immediately initiated him to be part of them, as demanded by the tradition of the community.
I
love it. I mean, when your age groups, they are your peer groups, you eat with them, you drink with them, you share in their joy, and you share in their tribulations. I'm very happy.
The publisher cum politician thereafter proceeded to Uba, his May ancestral community, to meet with the elders, who gave him a heroic welcome, where he addressed them of his desire to return home 49 years after the death of his father. Chief Momodu was also received at his father's house by his cousins, who arranged reception in his honor as he had a brief meeting with his family.
My father died on June 14, 1973. I was 13 years old. I was only 13. I was not brought home because at that time there was the superstition that if you go home, they will kill you. So after my father died, I told my mother, who is a Yoruba woman, I said I want to go to my village. She was afraid, but I called Uncle Lisa then, and I came. I told my mother, I said, if they kill me, they brought me to the wall, they are free to take me away. It takes courage, 2004, it takes courage to do that, but I was ready to see my people. But today is the former location for me to be welcomed back into this kingdom.
Dele Momodu happens to be my second cousin, and I've been trying to bring him to the village since 2004.
He has come home to seek the mandate of our people for him to rescue Nigeria. And you can see from all the unique ceremonies that have been going on today, in all the 5 locations we have been, that he has been sent forth by the whole community, traditional rulers, men and women, leaders, to go conquer Nigeria.
At the palace of the Uko of Ihiwe, the
to go and conquer Nigeria. It's all about power, conquer, and the rest of that. No wahala. Sha, some of you who don't know that Uncle Dele Muhammad, I want to say Dele Muhammad, Dele Momodu, if you don't know that he is so serious about his presidential ambition, now you do know. Direct Nigeria, okay? And a quick one, I'm so sorry that I keep, sort of this, because I believe that whatever I say, right, is so important. Even if people pretend that they don't care, whatever I say actually is very, very, very important. So I have to be kind of guided when I say them. So the statement I made about Yeyedara there is that, yes, I was told that, she had a conversation around that today, and the people are like, you say scam or not scam. She's somebody I respect a lot. Like I respect so many other people. I don't engage in all this kind of, social media fight. I don't do that. All right. So that's why I said that if you have any question for me, okay, if something is not clear, right, even if it's your friends who are probably not so clear, if you can reach out, of course, I can always come around and, give some explanation. That is if you indeed are interested in making something happen. The purpose of our intervention is to make sure that we stop just talking. All of us can talk. I can talk here from January to December, okay? I can say everything. I can bring all ideas. If none of this is put to action, right, we can continue to talk. So I'm not trying to, I'm actually going to ask you not to see this as a kind of a fisticuff of a thing, okay? It's not my thing. So my friends don't fight people, all right? But don't try to fight Maiyegun. Don't even try to cook up anything about Maiyegun. I've got a lot of people out there that will take it personal. And of course, it will be like, oh, see them, they are defending him. They have a reason to defend me. If you have any question, right, talk to me. If you probably feel like not just you should hear it, if I have the time, I will always come around and talk to your friends too, all right? And Yeyedara inclusive, okay? So to everybody who is already keen into it, I said, let every blogger, everyone who is into the Yoruba nation, once I come up with how this is going to go, right? I'll present it in black and white to everybody, all right? So if you believe in it, support it. If you don't. You get what I mean now? So if you don't trust it, don't give your money. It's a straightforward thing, all right? And the better we all come together to do something about it, the better for every one of us. But if you don't want to be part of it, don't be part of those against it. Please don't. That's the point I'm trying to make there. So in 6 years of APC, yeah, you have 40% of Nigerians who are now jobless. And we are talking about 100 million people jobless in a country of 210 million people. Few days ago, what am I even saying? Should I just say just 48 hours ago? Let's say 2 days ago, you all woke up to this artificial fuel scarcity. Then, few hours after that, you all started hearing the reports that adulterated fuel have been sold to people. And in fact, they have been circulated all over the country. From their own record, they said over 50 million liters of Nigeria petrol, because I call it Nigeria petrol. Nigerian fuel, right? Imported, by the way. It's contaminated. I don't know how many, I don't know how many thousands of cars or vehicles who have taken in this content. But let's start from from the genesis, so that all these things don't kind of have to surprise you. The more reason why they said, listen, if they actually care about Nigeria, they will not be asking for elections. They will be asking currently for a total renegotiation of the current Nigeria before you go into anything called election. Nigeria is oil producing country. That was the time that Nigeria is the highest oil producer from the entire Africa before Angola. I don't know if Nigeria is still the highest today or second, but Nigeria produces over 2 million barrels a day. And Nigeria doesn't refine 1% of our own crude because of corruption of the criminals in charge of government in Nigeria. Now, let's break it down. It is not that Nigeria cannot construct a refinery that will work. It is not because Nigerians are not rich enough, so to say, including even the corruption money to build refineries in Nigeria and make this local production that create jobs and possibly even help their economy, so to say. The reason why they won't do it has now come to light. NNPC, the Nigeria oil giant, that is actually oil, what do you call it, a bigger cripple, that is a burden. The people in NNPC who have been running this racket from the 80s, the racket of controlling the oil market in Nigeria, the supply, production, supply, and the rest of that. There's a group called the Duke Oil, owned by this old criminal, military, political, and the rest of all this gang of rogues that some of you actually call them leaders. Duke Oil, with a subsidiary, I don't know, maybe a partnership or a subsidiary of NNPC in Nigeria. So to make you understand, since Nigeria doesn't really refine our own crude, Nigeria have to rely on importation of that same refined crude, the finished products, to be sold in Nigeria. So, which means Nigeria will pump their crude oil onto large vessels, and they will put them on the IC, and they will ferry them straight to God knows where abroad. When they refine the crude, then they will now also load the contents, which can be diesel, AGO, PMS, which is petrol. These two particular products, the hot cake, is what those who supply the markets in Nigeria just want. The rest of all of what comes out of the crude oil, God knows what they do with it as part of the waste that Nigerians will never know monetarily. Now they have to bring this crude oil, they have to bring this finished product back to Nigeria. When they bring that back to Nigeria, they will now have to factor in the production costs. And production cost in this regard includes transporting crude oil from the creek in Niger Delta, from the creek in Ondo, transporting the crude oil from the creek of Imo, Abia, where they are taking all this crude oil. They load them into the vessel. The cost of loading them there and taking them to Europe, taking them to wherever they take them to for refining. Then the cost of bringing them back to Nigeria have to be factored into a liter of each product. That's how they make their money. Intentional economic strangulation. That's only kind of feather the nest of minute number of people, the criminals in NNPC. So what happened? NNPC has to be the one that makes those deals. Your refineries will never work. Of course, it will never work. And then for Nigeria to continue to get supply of petrol, then NNPC must maintain a company called Duke Oil. That was the people who gave birth to oil subsidy, fuel subsidy, or oil subsidy, whatever you want to call it. In 2022, Nigeria will spend 3 trillion naira subsidizing petrol for the end users in order to make sure that you don't pay more than 165 naira per liter. Nigeria will spend 3 trillion. This 3 trillion naira is even more than 16 years of PDP when they were also paying for subsidy. 3 trillion naira in a single year. That money goes to the criminals in NNPC that controls Duke Oil. Duke Oil is the only company that is allowed to import petroleum products into Nigeria. But do you want me to shock you? Duke Oil is not registered as a company in Nigeria, and they have been operating since 1989. From the days of Babangida, they were just eating there. And this is why whenever you see every president who knows about these runnings very well, they will always want to appoint themselves as the petroleum minister. Obasanjo did it in his own time. Yaradua did it in his own time. It was only Goodluck Egbere Jolantan that appointed Diezani. Now, you see how they went for Diezani? She stole $90 billion. The reason why they could throw that figure around was because for 5 years, Diezani knows about the operation of the Duke Oil. She knew about the operation. She was, in fact, approving and paying subsidy money to these faceless people. They don't need to really bring fuel. It is a racket, and it should never see the light of the day. So, 2 days ago, the rest of you woke up to this artificial fuel scarcity. In the past, whenever any government feels like the money we are giving to these people is too much, we don't want to pay it, that is when you will start seeing artificial fuel scarcity in Nigeria. And then you start your riot, you start your wahala. Then suddenly there is fuel again after they have increased the price. This is the cabal, and it is domiciled in NNPC. Now listen to this. Oh. Do you know that since the establishment of NNPC, that has been managing the oil in Nigeria for God knows since when? Oh, yeah, they have never declared a single profit since inception. And guess what? They are the only national oil company in the whole world that is running at loss because it is deliberate, right? It is also known that when they brought this, God knows why they did it. Remember, they said they were going to remove subsidy, right? And the NNPC, everybody started, non-NNPC, the NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress, and so many people, we are going on protest. We are going on this and that. Nigeria will, everybody, they try to make mouth then. If they remove subsidy, if you start buying fuel per liter, 300 naira per liter, we are going to shut down Nigeria. Are you with me? So they said, okay, no wahala. We won't remove the subsidy. What we are going to do is that we are just going to go out there and borrow extra 3 trillion naira to pay to those who are going to bring in the product. And when Dangote refinery is ready, just know that whatever Dangote want to sell is petrol, all of them have to pay. Around that time, we no longer pay anything anymore. That's another trick, by the way. So when you rejected that, they said they were going to go and borrow money for it. And then suddenly, there's fuel scarcity. Then suddenly, there is a fake fuel all over Nigeria. Some of you have already bought it. Some of you, your cars are currently at different garages, different mechanic shops, because of what Nigeria is. Now, that is what Nigeria has become. That is what Nigeria will remain as. Now, if these people are telling you that they are coming to save Nigeria, tell them to start being honest first. This Nigeria cannot be saved. If you want to save Nigeria, I can give you the names. We have at least 500 people, starting with Bokwari, Tifnumbu, and the rest of them that should be locked up in jail. And if you now try them and you realize that this one's offense, if you like say this one a firing squad, we go send them. Tinubu, this one na death by electrician. You see this one, Obasanjo, na death by hanging. You see this Bokwari, na death by firing squad. You see this Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga, na death by Amshia. You know all those things, Once you want to fix Nigeria, then you need to get all these rogues out of the circulation. Not just that, they just have to be out of the circulation completely. Dismantled what they put together. And guess what? Break up Nigeria. That's how to help Nigeria. Anything apart from that, na GPT. Nigeria is at a crossroad. Not really. It is the Nigerians who chose to be where they are. And indeed, it is Nigerians themselves that will choose where they want to be, either by choice or by force. What something is going to eat in, and you will all agree later, election can save Nigeria. So let us continue. Atiku. There is this there's this thing I wanted to add to this for you, talking about a divided Nigeria. I don't know if you've seen it, right? A church, there's this church in Lagos. In fact, before we even get to that, let me take a quick break. We will continue after this. Okay.
Brilliant. You're my first overseas visitor. So fantastic. Now, should we get a photograph?
If you kindly just...
And these are the Grenadier Guards.
Oh, beautiful.
So, brilliant. How do you want it to be?
If I could just bring you off the front step, please, sir. Thank you very much. Perfect, thank you very much.
Shaking hands?
Yep.
That better?
Just do a nice close one as well.
Excellent. And you've got a big crowd as well. Wonderful. They wonder what they're wondering what on earth is going on. Brilliant. Well, welcome.
Onye du Igboho, o meriwo n'izu onye ya abakare mama dawora una bori meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bori meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bori meri Nnamdi bụ onye du Igboho, o meriwo n'izu mbiro ya abakare mama ndawora una bụghị meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bụghị meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bụghị meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bụghị meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bụghị meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una bụghị meri Nnamdi.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, talking about a wrecked Nigeria. One of them is the insecurity. I told you earlier about the economic part of it. What they did, economic saboteurs. If Nigeria was to be a country and not a crime scene, there are people that are parading themselves as your leaders that ordinarily you would expect them to be patriotic. At least, what else would they want? They got to the pinnacle of whatever career they said they have. Politics, military. What else? Diplomatic career, what have you. But at the end of the day, what they could really do or give to you is a contraption where crimes pay. And asking questions or trying to fight crime gets punished. This is the state of Nigeria. They know those who cause this. They won't ever get punished. You have all been reading, possibly pretending to ignore the mass killings that continually popped up here and there, which has presented the Nigeria military as the weakest military you can possibly come across in this 21st century world. The military that is deliberately made weak because it is Nigeria. You have a military that has a yearly budget of over 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 4 trillion naira. But ragtag Islamic terrorists, ISWAP, Fulani bandits, and so many other terrorists rampaging the northern part and the entire Nigeria today. And then you look around, you see these military personnel, or they call themselves military chiefs, using excessive force on armless civilians, random arrest of innocent people without, and locking them up without trial, extrajudicial killing of innocent people, and in their world, they are doing their best to keep Nigeria safe, while terrorists are given the free hand. When you don't get punished for a crime, when you do something wrong and you are never punished for it, it is a precursor. I mean, it is an encouragement to do it again and again and again, and become an expert in it. That is what Nigeria has become. And this is something that actually makes so many people, especially the indigenous people across Nigeria, to start getting worried. That how is it that the rest of the world can't see this? How is it that the rest of the world, or let me say the world power, continue to lay down the red carpet for these murderous people? How come these people who are unable to protect Nigerians, who have pushed Nigerians to the stage where the indigenous people are beginning to know their place in the same Nigeria, that mostly they all agree that it is not for them a place where they can't defend themselves and the government won't defend them. A place whereby fighting to push back terrorists is considered as a crime and you will be tried for terrorism for trying to push back the terrorists. Now, that is the state you have there. But the military of Nigeria, despite all these weapons, these resources to crush those who are killing Nigerians every day, they continue to give excuses. If it is not the rain, it will be something else. While Nigerians continue to fall victims of kidnapping, raping, ransom payment to regain your freedom, and the brutal of them all, getting killed for just no reason other than for being a Nigerian. So the rest of people were asking, what is the rest of the world doing? Well, they don't really care. If you dig deep, you will realize that when NSAS came by and the police brutality in Nigeria came to fall, we later found out that for the past 5, 6, or even 7 years, the UK government has been funding funding the training of the Nigerian SARS, the same SARS. So the UK government has been sponsoring and paying for so many training for Nigerian police. And when people said end SARS, end the police brutality, end corruption, end this, end that, and the Nigerian government turned their guns, the military, the police turned their guns on innocent people. The people who turned their guns on innocent people in Nigeria, they knew then, and they still know, that nothing will happen, and not the rest of this world that you are calling on will answer you. Right? Buratai the Butcher became an ambassador to Benin Republic. Others also became ambassadors to other places too, after coordinating and supervising the mass killings of the Shiites, the mass killings of the revolution now, the mass killings of the Biafrans, the mass killings of the young Nigerians who protested to end police brutality. Your killers are not seen as killers. Just like that short clip I shared with you. The current, what do you call him? The current chief of army staff, the man that replaced Buratai, the man that is a chief of, his own is chief of, not chief of army staff, I don't care, whatever. Is the one shot that is next to the person who took over from Buratai the Butcher. Well, the person that took over from Buratai the Butcher, that guy died in a plane crash. You remember? They appointed another person, another Fulani in charge. And this Irabo guy is a product of that too.
Good to meet you. Brilliant. You're my first overseas visitor. So fantastic. Now, should we get a photograph?
If you kindly just...
And these are the Grenadier Guards.
Oh, beautiful.
So, brilliant. How do you want us to...
If I could just bring you off the front step, please, sir. Thank you very much. Perfect, thank you very much.
Shaking hands?
Yep.
That better?
Just do a nice close one as well.
Excellent. And you've got a big crowd as well. Wonderful. They're wondering what on earth is going on. Brilliant. Well done.
So, I'm not going to say that Britain is our enemies. No, they are not. They are not. We are our own enemies. You see what they are doing there? They call it diplomatic exchange of the diplomatic exchange between the representatives of two nations. Start with that, right? We're not two nations, okay? Representatives of two organizations. Oh no. Well, whatever, two organizations from two countries who have, military exchange, whatever exchange and whatever it is, on behalf of Nigeria. When Nigeria break up, Britain will shake hand. The British military, they will shake hand with the Biafran Chief of Defense Staff, Oduduwa Republic Chief of Defense Staff, Arewa Republic Chief of Defense Staff, if they have any diplomatic relationship with Britain. So, Britain will always be there to partner with any of you, even when you break up. But before you do, to them, it is business as usual. Of course, wherever you are making your money, you probably will help them with a lot to keep the oil flowing. But would you blame them? No, you shouldn't just blame them. You should blame ourselves. Ourselves that know that those who actually coordinate and supervise, or should I say those who execute the calamity that befall Nigeria today, you will always agree that they are also from that Nigeria. They have names, they have faces, they are those. Some of you are already grouping together to make your leaders again. And no matter what, like I said, election that you are going for will not save you, okay? Referendum or election, you will choose referendum only if you understand that election won't save you. So a system that will always pop them up, a system that kills you, a system that you are frowned at right now, you are not comfortable with right now. That system, we need to go. That's the point. And when I say that system needs to go, it simply means it has to go. And why? The system has created nothing. Please, let's say Atiku, Tinubu, and the rest of them promise you whatever they will bring on to the table. They say, fool me once. It's probably your fault. If you fool me twice, then the second one is actually mine. But if you fool me again and again, then who do you blame? Of course, yourself. So, no matter what they all want to promise you, look around you. And when we start breaking that down, start with the reality. Number one, you have over 40% Nigerians that are currently unemployed. When you put that into numbers, including those we call underemployed, for example, you are in Nigeria where they are selling a bag of rice for 33,000 naira, where they are selling a cooking gas, 12 kg cooking gas. Is that not what they do? 10,000 or 8,000 naira. When they sell a sachet water for 20 naira, when they sell an egg, just one single egg for 70 or how much they buy? 70 naira. When you live in that Nigeria and you consider yourself to be working and you are earning how much? 15,000 naira a month, 20,000 naira a month, you have to pay your rent. If you have children, you have to pay their school fees. You have to pay for medical care if you come under any kind of condition that way, right? Now you are earning 20,000 naira. You are earning 30,000 naira, right? Your salary cannot even buy a bag of rice, but you have job. You don't have a job. So that is why they said, if we all want to be very real with what they have brought upon Nigeria today, yeah, you can actually confidently say more than 80% of Nigerians are currently unemployed because many of them, their take-home pay cannot take them home. A dollar is over 500 naira. A pound sterling is almost 800 naira. Nigeria has no electricity for the past 7 years that these rogues have come in. Nigeria cannot refine our own product, which means they have to rely on importation. Nigeria doesn't produce what they eat, they import them, which simply puts so much pressure on your own naira. And in that regard, it continually devalue your currency, devalue your economy, devalue your life, and you just have to live like somebody who will say, I'm just hoping on God. While the minority, few, are sitting on the wealth of the indigenous people of Nigeria. So if election will resolve it, ask these people who are jumping up and down, or who will be promising you of heaven and earth, ask them, how do they plan to navigate through what this APC, Egbekegbe, have dipped you into? Not just the mirage of the, once Tinubu get there like this, life will just be better. That is too childish. Some of you, it's not even like many of you Buhari idiots, many of you Lagos Abobakus, and many of you Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humble slaves among you, the obedient fools among you, the sophisticated morons among you, right? Many of you, you are just adults in their face. You are just, many of you are just babies, in adult bodies. In this 2023, your own your own reason why Tinubu should be president, why Atiku should be president, why Saraki and the rest of all those rogues should be your president, is simply because you believe that once they become that, the Nigeria is going to change. There will be electricity, there will be good road, there will be no corruption. 40 years old man, you are saying that confidently, and you are believing in that. And then just like you believe in the past, and you've made those decisions in the past, what happened to those decisions? Things don't happen that way. You don't wish for a country to be better, right? You do it. And those who ruined your country can never make your country better. So some of you are jumping up and down. All the Tinubu enemies. There's nobody that is anybody's enemies. You see, those ones you are jumping up and down for, they are meant to be your real enemies if you have sense. But I know not everybody actually uses their senses. Everybody gets sense. Oh, listen, nobody will know they get sense. Oh, you get brain. Okay, should I say, yeah, all of us get brain as an organ. And you are expected to, once you use your brain, that means you probably have sense, or you don't have sense if you don't use your brain. I don't even know how to describe that, for you. You are wishing, you are open, and at the same time, you are thinking that those who are telling you that you are making a big mistake, an imbalance, an unfair system, unjust system can never produce a progressive or prosperous country. It is always going to be war, violence, lawlessness, corruption, and the rest of that. It is not a rocket science. Nigeria is at that stage, and many of you think when they tell you you are going to end in the same place, they are your enemy. Well, it's up to you. So they, PDP, APC, they are ramming it through your throat. They are telling you that if you don't vote, they will pick themselves. If you don't vote, they will choose themselves, and there's nothing you can do after that. Now ask yourselves, shebi una don dey vote before? If you have ever voted, what happened to those things they promised you? What happened to that Nigeria they told you? What happened to every other thing they told you then that you believe so much that you send people into the field to go and campaign for an election? What happened to the past elections? Nigeria has conducted how many elections? 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019. Nigeria has conducted 6 different elections for every 4 years for the past 22 years. What happened to those votes? What happened to those promises? What happened to that Nigeria they promised you? And why do you really think this particular one is going to be different? Yeah? I don't think so.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend spend a lot of resources on education.
Lori Ro. So what is that they want to tell you now? Eh? Or what is it now that you are all cooking? Maiyegun, forget it. We are going to, Jagaban is going to be the president, whether you like it or not. I don't like it. Okay? So you like it. Make him your president. Of course, go for it. I'm not your enemy. There are people who called me enemy of progress in 2015. This Maiyegun is enemy of progress. When they were all shouting change, 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 change. I told them, I said it's a chain. This Maiyegun is a paid PDP member. He's a paid PDP, blah, 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 blah. But Yoruba says, Ajatoba Masonu, Konigbo Fere Olode. That time, according to them, now only 13.5 million of you no get job. Around that time, you were still being able to generate 8,000 megawatts of electricity and distributing over 4,000 megawatts of electricity. That time, Boko Haram was the dreaded terrorist group that the rest of you, probably, once you hear the name, you have to scamper. That time. Back then, the debt of Nigeria, the BC of Nigeria, was put somewhere around 8 trillion naira. Back then, about 13.5 million of you were jobless, like I said. But you know what? Today, the number of you who are jobless are now over 80 million because of your change. Just because of your change, within the space of 6 years, Nigeria National Electricity, I don't even know, is it called National Grid? Nigeria Electricity. It collapsed about 4 times. Now, you are not just dealing with Boko Haram, ISWAP. You are now dealing with Fulani terrorists. They call them bandits. Are you with me? So this time, if I tell you, you are coming back with the same thing. Abuse me, attack me, call me names, say whatever you like. But what? I am still going to be here. I am not going to be your enemy of progress. I am just a friend that is just trying to warn you. But you are too scared to try something new. And I understand. Some of you are too scared to try something new. No. If Nigeria I don't understand this thing. You are scared to try something new. I understand. But don't always condemn what you don't understand. One of them is that if you all agree that Nigeria is not working, if you put to task the rogues that are parading themselves as your options, and then you look around you at what you have right now, Nigeria is so broke, that they have to start printing money. Inflation that you are facing out there, food inflation, this inflation, that inflation, they are man-made inflation that were caused by the greed of the rogues in your government. Your government is comfortable borrowing money to spend 1/3 of their national budget in buying weapons to fight terrorists. But instead of them using the weapons to fight the terrorists will come around, they will take the weapons, they will fight the Nigerian government. They keep DPO, kill military, kill soldiers, kill policemen, kill everybody they can kill, kidnap everybody, enter barracks, enter military, they can do whatever they like. And at the end of the day, when you see their military out there, they are either going after the civilians, shooting at them, telling them bloody civilians. It's crazy, honestly. It is crazy. Nigeria printing money for politicians to spend. Come on. And then you have to share in that misery. So I don't know how you see it. To us, we believe that it is not working. The ideal thing is that responsible people should start asking for the conversation around this. That's all we ask. No violence, no wala, no fight, no abuse, no what I mean, right? But it doesn't really work out that way. Because asking them to start talking, right, simply means
Yorubas won't have to bother themselves about NNPC anymore. The Igbos won't have to bother themselves about NNPC anymore. They can take charge of their own affair. They can run their own things. And wherever NNPC, now that they found oil in Bauchi, Abi where they find oil, Gombe, Abi where, they say they found oil in the north, right? So they should not be too scared of breaking up Nigeria anymore. Trust me, they should not be scared of breaking up Nigeria anymore. Their NNPC and their racket, the fraud, and what they have done to Nigeria. Oh no, yeah, they can keep it in the Arewa Republic. This is why they don't want to have that conversation, but they would have that. They would have that conversation at the end of the day. I'll take a few calls tonight, not many calls, okay? Because I believe some of you would like to chip in one or two things as well, right? Yes, I'll open the line, but let me get a refill.
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá à sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá à sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Call. Anyway, I'm taking my first call. Baba.
I hail you.
How are you tonight, Baba? Sorry, say your name for the sake of our listeners, by the way.
Nisunana Ahmed.
Inakwana.
Hello, ya kaki.
Lafiya lau.
Ya yara ya gida, ya aiki.
Ya aiki.
Alhamdulillah, muna nan lafiya kalau.
Ya mata and everything. Alhamdulillah, Mandala. That's Ahmed, the first caller. I'm doing homework. Don't worry. You don't ask me any question. Ahmed, don't ask me anything, right? I'm doing my homework, and you responded as they told me you will respond. So I'm going to go back and check.
No, I love this.
God bless you. Now, Ahmed, I have been talking, right? Tonight, we are going to do what you do best, okay? I know you have your contribution to say, and I want you to do it in your usual way. Then I want you to interpret it for us, right? And then you can then add anything else you want to add, including if it requires adding Yoruba. I want to give you 5 minutes to help me make your addition that we did, go for it.
Yeah. So actually, I just read the headline, and I didn't really watch more of the program, but I just read the headline, and I feel probably I could.
You can pass the message, please. Go on.
Yeah. So as usual, mutane na barkan ku dai, sannan ku yau kuma mun ƙara shigowa cikin program ɗin na Maiyegun General Politico. So idan kana kallo daga arewa, ya kamata ka zauna ka cire sentiment, sai ka zauna ka kalli program ɗin da kyau. Za ka ga akwai abubuwa wanda ba a gaya ma kai da kake arewa ko kuma kai da kake Najeriya ba a gaya ma. Wanda in ka zauna da kyau za ka gane, za ka duba, za ka ji, za ka gane, sa'an nan lokacin za ka iya gane menene ke faruwa a Najeriya. Kallon program ɗin nan ba maganan wai kai zagi ko wannan ya zage ka kai musulmi ko wannan ya zage ka ko kai Christian ko ka bar magana addini a gefe, ka bar maganan yare a gefe, ka yi amfani da message in ka ji menene wannan man ɗin yake gaya.
Let me tell them.
That is the only way da za ka iya ganewa menene za ka iya yi a Najeriya, ba maganan a zo ana ce muku ku zo ku je election. Yanzu ku duba shekara nawa da shigowar Buhari, menene ya faru a gwamnati? Babu komai shuru. Daga yau sai dai a ce an kashe mutum 100 can, an kashe mutum 50 can, an kashe mutum 70 can, kuma duk kun riga kun zama number. Duka wa'annan mutanen da aka kashe duk ba wani identity da aka sa musu, dukan ku kawai kun zama number. Sai dai a ta kirkiro nambobin da aka kashe. Yanzu haka za ku ci gaba da mutuwa. Kuma ku kasa yin komai, sai dai ku ce a'a election in ya zagayo kowace shekara 4 election, after every 4 years za a ce muku election, kuma he ku ɗiba kanku kawai ku je wai kun je zaɓe. To wannan zaben da kuke yi tun 1999 zuwa yanzu, ku gaya mun menene ya canza? Me ya canza? Instead rayuwan sai ƙara ɗaura muku bala'i ake, sai ƙara matsa muku ake yi. Nawa ake sai da man fetur lokacin 99? Nawa take yau? Su Buharin da suka muku promise cewar za su yi muku kaza za ka yau
every 4 years, so tell them.
Komai shuru. Yanzu kuma sun ƙara dawowa PDP da suka ce muku su kaza PDP za su zo da nata strategy din, kuma da haka dabbobi jahilai cikin ku marasa tunani za su je, kuma za su ƙara zuwa su yi voting PDP da PDP da APC da kowane party da kuka sani a Najeriya, duka babu gaskiya a ciki. Election a Najeriya hauka ne, saboda ba abin da ya kamata, ba ma abin da ya kamata a yi ba kenan. Election, kuma cire magana election. Ya kamata a sauna ne tukunna mu gane menene problem, menene matsalan, ba wai kullum ana magana election ba. Election ba zai taɓa solving problem ba. Ba Atiku ba kowaye kuka je kuka ɗauko best president daga ko ina a duniyar nan ku kawo shi Najeriya, same result za ku samu. Ba abin da zai canza, babu abin da zai taɓa canza, saboda system ɗin kankanta take da matsala, ba wai election, ba wai mutanen da ke contesting ba, a'a system ɗin da ake practicing ita ne matsalar Najeriya, ba wai contestant ko kuma candidate bane wai zai zo ya kawo muku wai dauki. A'a, abin da kuke practicing a Najeriya ba abin da ya kamata bane. Saboda haka ya kamata a yi checking wannan system din, menene matsalar, ba wai a yi ta kawo muku election ku sai ku je ku yi election, sannan ku zo ku zauna ku fara inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, kai Allah, ku fara kiran Allah. Allah ba zai sauko daga sama ya zo ya cece mu ba, mu da kanmu za mu cece kanmu. Kuma a kowane gari ana sa musu referendum, kowa ya zaɓa, ina so in zauna a gari, ban so in zauna. Amma yau an ce muku Najeriya kun zama indissoluble entity ne, ko me ake ce mai, wannan ƙaryan banzan ƙarya ce, wallahi ƙarya ce. Ban waye kirkiro Najeriya? Allah ne ya kirkiro Najeriya. Ku zauna ku yi tunani mana, ku je ku karanta history ɗin ku mana, ya aka kirkiro Najeriya ma. Karanta history ka koyar da kanka tukunna. Ba wai ka zo kana biye ma matsiyatan nan da suka kasa yin komai ba, kuma su din za su ce muku kaza kuma ku fiye.
Thank you.
Maiyegun, let's leave it that way.
I got a lot from that too, but I won't delay you. Help us.
Yeah, as usual, telling them, election can never help us.
No.
And people, like I said, people they need to go back. Most especially we from the south. Most of us we know what is going on. We know, but we deny sometimes. We deny just because of maybe we want to get. We live in that denial. But you see, from the north, it's not as if some don't know, but they put the religion and stuff again to turn us around. But I am telling people, I said, go and start reading history. That Nigeria that they are telling you that is indissoluble, they can't dissolve it, this, it is all scam. Until we understand the problem. Changing president. If you go and bring the president in the whole world, I don't know who that person is, if you go and bring him to Nigeria, he will still fail. Because it is not the changing, but the system that country is practicing is a scam. So until you guys understand that this system will never ever change anything, until you understand before anything can change, you can keep praying and saying inna lillahi every day. Now you guys have turned to numbers. Every day they only pop out numbers and say, 100 people, 30 people, 40 people, 50 people are died. You don't even have identity just to know how they don't even know you. Like they don't care about you. You have become numbers. They keep piling you up as numbers every day. They told you what didn't APC tell you before they came in? PDP this, PDP that. The same PDP will bring that strategy, and most of you will bite to it. But they keep making you to see people who are telling you the fact as your enemy. Meanwhile, the main people that put you in that problem, you listen to them. Are you mad? Are you guys mad or something? What's wrong with you? Are you? Is it that you don't think or what? And I said, you guys need to start learning yourself. Listening to Maiyegun, take out that sentiment. Keep it aside. Keep religion. Keep language. Don't say, this guy is a Yoruba from somewhere. No, just keep everything. Come. Share to other people. Even if you don't want to listen, share to other people. There are some people that can think more than you. They will listen to Maiyegun. They will understand that, no, this guy is passing message. He knows what he's saying, even though he's saying something about Islam or whatever. That's your business. That's how he does his stuff. He doesn't respect anybody, but he respects people's opinion. That that is your opinion. Go with it. But he will go against you. So listen to him, reason with it, and anything you make out of it, like he always say too, it is your own. What he said is his own. What you think about it is yours.
So, God bless you, Ahmed.
Yeah.
You are
so
a
he's
gem.
just passing his message,
Thank you. You're a gem. Honestly speaking, I've missed you. Okay, and I hope everyone is fine over there. By the way,
and Maiyegun, we are waiting for this stuff of Oloye Sunday Igboho because we can't wait. And anybody that will just say rubbish, you can say whatever you want to say. And sorry, one thing I wanted to say, our last caller that called yesterday, when he was talking about, is it yesterday or the person from Ireland, one person that Princess talked about like that. You see, Maiyegun, I think this platform, if you want to come and criticize, we want you to come and criticize. We don't want you to be on two sides, like you are with us or you are with the other. No, it doesn't make any sense. Come and say to our face that you man as your friend, but you are enemy. We don't like that. Just come. If
you want to come as anything or anything, we can always unveil you here.
Of course, person will talk say Obasanjo, you are trying to watch Obasanjo. The same people that put us in problem, you are trying to watch them. You are saying, you are on
Thank you. You have a wonderful one there, Ahmed. All right. That's Ahmed there. Our first caller. It is what it is. We will deal with any developing questions on this issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho at the appropriate time, okay? But yeah, I have another caller. Hello.
Maiyegun, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
This is Adeleke from France.
Prince Adeleke from France, sir. You are live.
Yes. Please, Maiyegun, I would like to speak in my dialect.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
Please, and if you can mix it for us too, sir, we'll appreciate it. Bob, yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay. You see,
yes, sir.
You use what you have to get what you want.
That's right.
If Mali can contact Russia, why tí àwa Yorùbá pẹ̀lú gbogbo ọpọlọ tó lọ́run fún wa yìí tá a lè lọ bá àwọn Russia kan wá help wa? We have a lot of things for them to save our life. If Mali, dear, just Mali, can contact Russia. Now that Russia and Western world they are not in good time again. You know yourself. You know.
Yes, sir.
This is opportunity for us. The Russia and France, England, all of them, they are not in good time. Why with our brain we have a lot of professors? Why we cannot go to the embassy? Russia will help. They will give them what we have. Exchange something for them. All this Western world, they need money. They need money. We should not wait for these people to kill us finish. If Mali, just Mali, you have that sense. In Yoruba professor, we cannot have this sense. Go to their embassy. Ambassador Ejoe, we have a lot of things to give you. And they will work with us. No, I just
point there is, yeah, but point in you. But okay, I need
problem. Mali, no more professor. Professor Meloni Mali ni. Russia, Maiyegun, this news is everywhere. You know it yourself. You can Google it. Google it.
I know.
Why are we dying? Why we are about to die? They want to finish us with our education. No, it's not possible.
It's not.
We have a lot of people to go and meet, a lot of embassies, Russian ambassadors, they are everywhere. Let's talk to them. These people, they need money. Okay, this is what we have. For how long? 20 years, we have it and let us arrange ourselves so that our race will not be extinct.
Wiped out. God bless you, sir.
Okay, now you can see the Biafra. They say they want to go. In the 1967, Yoruba and Hausa, we follow them, we start killing them. No, okay, let them have president, you say no. Let them go, you say no. Can you imagine?
What kind of one Nigeria is there?
Yoruba and Hausa and Fulani in 1967, Igboho, along power, don't go. Now, okay, they say they don't want to go again. Okay, let us be president. You say no, they cannot be president. Who does that? Oh my God! I just want to bring that suggestion of that.
You may probably not know, and I hope you know as well. It's a very vital one, and a lot of people actually took that in. And I bet, we will see to that. Thank you so much, sir.
If Mali can have that Yoruba with their brain, how? All people you know what now? They are businessmen. They don't care about Russia. They don't care about America. They don't care. They will help us. They will help us.
Thank you, sir. I'll take another one, sir.
Odaro.
So I have another caller. Hello. Sorry, I didn't connect the call earlier. So can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All of us can hear you too. So my caller, your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, this is Tunde from SA.
Oh, Tunde from South Africa again. Brother,
yeah,
you are live.
Yeah. Maiyegun, this night, I'm going to be very, very strict and blunt.
Go for it.
I want everybody to know. Now I'll be talking directly to everybody who wants Yoruba Nation. That on the road to liberation, there's no room for sentiment or mistake. And whoever going to make a mistake is not allowed at all.
I mean, there will be consequences. Everybody should know that, for everything you do, and you should be responsible for the consequences of your actions. So I am going to be for mine. Today is going to be for his own. And everybody should also be ready to be responsible for their action, of course.
Because what we are fighting for is liberation.
That's right.
And on the road to it, there's no room for sentiment or mistake. We need to know that. It's like we still don't know what we're fighting for. Because we need a lot of wisdom when it comes to this.
That's right.
And we also need to calm down as well. And pertaining to the topic of the day, say, Maiyegun, we have a government who lack concrete responsibilities. They don't ever want to be co-responsible for anything. These are. We have a lot of governmental purposely sabotaging in that country. For example, look at. I watched those videos, for God's sake. Look at the fuel people are selling, Baba. Look at the people are buying. For God's sake.
I mean, there is not even going to be consequences. So, sure you get. They have announced that all those fuel are not good. Everybody who bought it, you're on your own. And then you will never hear anything about it in the next 2-3 days. That's it. Gone.
Imagine, Papa, imagine. Is it the same government? Some are still fighting and logging head with we who want Yoruba nation to happen for. You are logging head with us, with this kind of people. For God's sake, animals now they are animals. These leaders are animals.
Obviously.
They don't care. They don't care. Baba, whenever you buy a fuel here, go to fuel the SC. So, in fact, you don't smell her. You will be able to perceive the smell. To show you how
it is so funny. Yeah? It's like somebody coming with a tanker, and it's supposed to be a petrol tanker, yeah? And they come to your filling station to deliver fuel. So do you just tell them to go and pump it inside your tank there? Like nobody actually take any sample to check the content before they say, oh yeah, there, load it there. They are all scammers. They are all athletes because they know that nobody will punish them for whatever they do.
Very athletes. Very athletes. Honestly, we have a group of elite people who does not respect their own citizens. They don't respect their citizens at all. And when we talk about all these Western people, Baba, forget, UK won't fight for people for Nigeria. They won't fight for I always say this to people. They won't fight. Number one, they are happy that Nigeria is losing their resources to them. Because once things happen in Nigeria, most people who are educated or who are averagely educated goes out of the country and they are useful to them.
That's right.
Can't you see the tactics? That is it. Papa, I don't know, maybe I'm correct. There was a time in England, they used to, like, whenever you're done with your schooling, they ask you to go back. You must go back to Nigeria or something like that. I don't know if I'm correct.
No, you are correct. You are.
Then later, UK reversed and said, if you want to school, you can bring your family. Why do you think they are doing that? You think they are stupid?
Shebi, I live here now. I mean, they have taken over 7,000 what do you call it? Doctors, nurses, medical people from the medical field in Nigeria. Over 7,000 in just 2 years. Just 2 years alone. They gave them visa. They gave all their family members. Bring them. Bring your family. Come here. Come and be a doctor. They are not going back to Nigeria. And Nigerians cannot afford a better medical care at all.
Never.
At all.
That is why UK will never fight for us.
They are not fighting for us, of course.
They prefer this chaos. Baba. They prefer it. So we are the ones who go to fight for ourselves. Nigerians will know that. You people must know that.
Everybody
that's
must
my
know.
meeting tonight. That's my meeting tonight. Maiyegun. I wanted to talk about something else, but I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe we can always keep that too. All right. I don't know if it's something you can briefly just mention within a minute. I can let you do that before you go. Is that all right?
Okay. It was about what you spoke about earlier on. Dara. Honestly, she didn't say scammer. I was on the program.
Okay.
No, me, I'm your own.
I can imagine. That's why I said that it can be a miscommunication. It can be a misspoke. I'm not really taking it like that. Okay, that's why I actually mentioned that because she's somebody I respect a lot. But continue.
Yeah, I said that too as well. That you guys, you are somebody she respects. So there was nothing mentioned like that. It's just that there was kind of a misunderstanding there. and she meant no harm. I need to be honest. You understand? So,
thank you, Tunde.
Baba. Good job, Jarelenio.
God
Thank
bless
you, Baba.
Nice one, Baba.
Calm down.
Nice one.
I'm
Calm down. I know. We are all right. We are fine. We are matured more than that. That's why I said that if anything pops up, I will bring it on. And I'm ready to engage anyone on it. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Maiyegun.
Elder, Sheldon here.
Yes. We will sorrow. Yeah.
Elder. Please, sir. You're live. How are you tonight, sir?
Yeah, not too bad. And you?
I'm very well. Surviving. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Well Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, quickly. Before I forget, the last caller talked about Yeyedara. And I called because of that one. To be honest, I don't know what really get me into that program. I've never really sit down and watch Yeyedara, but I watched a program tonight.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the last caller have already said everything about it, because I wanted to ask you, when you are talking about it, did you watch it? Because Yeyedara said that you are somebody that she respected a lot. Mm. And what he's saying, he's not directing it to you. Okay. That you yourself and people, you should be careful. That's what he's saying. The way I watch it, because I watch it myself. You understand?
Well,
you know,
that's the second person who are trying to make us realize that I appreciate that. I appreciate that, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for some reason, I've never watched Yeyedara. I don't know why I see a program tonight, and I was watching it. And I watched it finish. You understand?
Yeah. She's an Amazon,
she even said, yes, she even said you come to our program before. And so on, you know.
We had a wonderful time on our program, and it was a bit wonderful that when people said, oh, they said that they are raising money for Sunday. I am the one who suggested that. That's why I said, if anybody is by any means kind of not comfortable, for any kind of suspicion they might have, just always remember, it is me, Maiyegun, that brought the idea. I am going to supervise it. If you have any question for me, if you feel any kind of reservation, throw it at me. Don't look at people and say, oh, if that person is there, it's a scam. That you are indirectly, if somebody says that, right, you are indirectly trying to question my judgment, trying to question my intention, and you are indirectly calling me a scam. So it is me, Maiyegun. Nobody should attach anybody to it. If you have problem with it, talk to me. Go on, sir.
That's right. So so you guys, you can always talk to each other, because you guys are the face. If you continue having argument within yourself, we destroy ourselves, because we are in a serious mess, you know.
Elder, let me quickly say something, sir. Let me say something, sir. Mentioning this would never bring me into any kind of fisticuff with anybody.
Please.
I
beg everybody.
That. But the reason why we just wanted to make sure that we don't have much problems is this. Okay. The intention is good. The idea behind it is noble, and everything about it is going to be public. So if you have any reservation, don't mock it. Don't think I'm only trying to make a statement. Don't make a statement by calling anything I'm involved in a scam by any stretch. And with that, if I call it a scam, I know how to avoid people. Okay, so I will never engage in all this social media. No,
but to be honest, what he said that I don't like, me personally, I don't like is this. Now, if something is going on with Igboho case in Benin Republic, we're supposed to be in the limelight to know what is going on. What is the big deal? Then some people will say they keep it secret. That's not fair to me, for example. You understand? So I don't like all those things. Say you have one secret. Who are you people? Why are you keeping the secret?
It's not lies. There's no secret anywhere, sir. There's no secret. We are working underground. We don't want anybody to know what we are doing. Then to hell with that, if we can't know what you are doing, if we can't even have an idea of what you are doing. So if you feel offended, we want to do it.
That's no point. So now to quickly talk about this man, you know, that zombie, what they call him? That Irabo, Chief of Army Staff of Nigeria.
In the UK, Chief of Defense Staff.
Maiyegun, do you see when they are taking when they took the picture? Do you see? You know that the British soldier, that British chief of staff, asked him a question. He said, "You got a lot of decorations. Oh, how do you get this? If you see all these decorations on the uniform of Nigerian army,
people will fight. They didn't fight any war. They didn't fight any war. But they are general this, major general that. Title. Yes. We don't fight any war.
Yes. It's hypocrisy. So, and that is why Africa, especially Nigeria, you understand? The reason why every one of us, majority of us become chiefs is that we are arrogant. Arrogant is an habit. You understand? And then anybody that is arrogant and lazy with it, you understand, is going to become a thief and robber like Tinubu and all of them. So they are lazy and arrogant, and they need to feed their habits. You understand? That's why they cannot create wealth.
They can't.
They can't create. No, they can't create wealth because if you know, but let us say the reality. Many people are talking. They are saying British or the Western nations, they are feeding or the whatever. Let me tell you the reality. If British talk to his allies tomorrow, say they boycott our oil, you understand? All these Salagbada, Olori Buruku, they will start picking the bait the next 6 weeks. Because the truth of the matter is that Nigeria know where know how to explore oil. All the explorations is done by the Western world.
Exactly.
Okay, we only collect rent.
Royalty, exactly.
And when and when we collect our rent, what do we use it for? We use it to buy ammunition to silence the others.
We lavish it on foreign healthcare, foreign schools, foreign goods.
So that's what we do. So that is why you see a lazy man like Tinubu, Dele Mamadou, Pius Ayim, Okorocha Yeyebelo, Olori Buruku Bello, Tambawa, all of them can stand up because you don't need to think. To become a president of Nigeria is because you are going to control the gun, to silence the rest, collect the rent, buy the gun, and silence the rest. So that is just it. You don't need to think.
You don't need to figure out if you are going to help Nigeria or not. All you need to think is about how are you going to share the money when you take control. Is that it?
No, Maiyegun, look at Buhari today. Yes, you are right. Look at Buhari today. In 2015, when Buhari came, look at how he look like Hege, like Igboho. You understand? Look at him today. Somebody that is looking after 250 million people. He's not getting old anymore. He's getting younger. That one shows you Nigerians are stupid. And I've said it before. Any Nigerian that wake up in the morning that think he has a government, you understand? He's a fool from the pit of hell. And that's why you can see from the petroleum petroleum they sell for them.
The fuel.
Because there's no consequences for anything. If you are good people in Nigeria, you face consequences. If you are bad people, only what you need to get qualified to get chief, because that's why I don't call people chief. The only thing you need to become a chief in Nigeria, to become general, to become a former minister, to become whatever, is for you not to have the fear of God and be a criminal. That's your credential.
That's a very good credential. Exactly.
That's your credential. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Right. Thank you so much. Let me take another call. Hello.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o.
Ẹ káalẹ́ mà.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni, my brother.
How are you tonight?
The Lord is your son.
Amen.
I give God the glory.
Good one.
And this topic tonight, honestly, to start with, the only solution out of this nonsense that Barawa in Nigeria is to break it up.
No doubt.
Kalakpo gbapa, tẹlẹsẹ ògbẹsẹ, kọlọ́run ògbọ́rùn. Because she dele to no bonye show ni solution. Okay, tell us the solution.
Oh, she gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. If you don't say we have this idea
But we cannot make it public now, but it's very, very good strategy. They have this strategy.
Strategy, GBT. Strategy that you cannot share. In United Kingdom, when you want to go in, you put out your pledge. Because there is no more strategy. Are they going to tell us they want to do the roads?
Of course they will tell
They started anyway. Governor Point and Kill. For how many years now? This so-called Bapala scammer. Kini strategy to deliver Nigeria.
WAEC form. From free WAEC form.
Ni agomelo. Nigerians need it. Is that the solution to what is currently going on? And you can see, I always ask, under what constitution? What people is fair law, not fair govern Nigerians. This fraudulent 1919 constitution, any election conducted under fraudulent constitution is a fraud. It's just plain simple. And in that country, we call it economic poverty. Nigerians are there, wallow deeply in it. And that is why you can see them monopolizing everything. Only one man controls the whole Nigerian economy. Dangote rice, Dangote cement, Dangote wedu, Dangote ata, Dangote everything.
Mommy, what you need Dangote cars now? Dangote cars is going to be the official car of the Nigerian government. Is the quota system billionaire man. So Nigeria will always have to feed him.
Nigerians are being subjected to unreasonable poverty in the midst of plenty.
That's right.
I wish Nigerians should just wake up one day and see around them. In Nigeria, sometimes if you just ordinary tomato, when you finish eating your tomato, just throw the seed on the floor. It will germinate.
Back in the day.
And it will produce things.
That's right.
Most soil, so in Nigeria, Agagani, South, West, we are all sitting on gold.
Grow anything. You can grow just anything.
Anything. Not to mention the mineral resources and at the same time, we are living from hand to mouth.
And we are suffering too. We watch our children go to bed
suffering. And the little, just the minority that actually are holding everyone right near they are living large and they care not. The only way out is to break this thing. And that is why you see this so-called Tinubu. The man is so selfish and so self-centered. And everyone that is campaigning for him, they are all evil. Evil-minded individuals, evil-minded people. Because they are one of the problems in the Southwest.
No doubt.
If this man did not, because every day I just think about, if this man did not come out, Yoruba, I think so no election in Yoruba. So if this man, Yoruba Jade, everybody, Mama will pay Shelo Tony and what you born is sorrow. But when the man, because of his own greed, because this man has no solution to the problem that we are currently going on or going through in Nigeria. The man has no solution at all. tell me, is he going to be able to stop the Boko Haram? Or tell me, is he going to try and bring back the West? Already the country is wallowed in abject poverty. 40% of our people are jobless. They cannot eat 3 square meals. And they promised us 1 meal a day. Now we know what the 1 meal a day is about.
Your children that goes to school, they are supposed to be getting a meal a day from them. But they didn't know, people didn't know that APC, Pastor Ruga and Co. They were indirectly telling Nigerians that once we win the government, you will be eating 1 meal a day. People didn't know. They didn't get the code.
Yes.
Now, they came to power. Everybody, they eat 1 meal a day. Go on, ma.
Oh, not everybody, they eat 1 meal a day. No. Some people struggle to even manage that 1 meal. And they are going about distributing money, distributing cards, smiling, unnecessary speaking, not to mention the amount of life they walk on waste without due care. That man is no. I was talking to somebody today. He said to me, "You know what? That Tinubu is no longer a human being. The man is a monster because the man has no respect for any life." Because if you see him, and like somebody suggested that we should pass down the budget, I supported that. 1 million support. Because we need to get ourselves out of this shithole. These people, they don't want us to go. Our enemy, I call them sleeping with the enemy. Our enemy friend, if you do your boss, but when you say if you are right, but anyway. And it's all funny, school for Ladaji.
What's in what sneakers, what's in what jeans, what's in what the names in you. The about Tinubu latest in a younger grandpa by you. Now, what you are saying right now, they will say you are enemy of progress. The people that want to bomb.
His boys, the social media bandits, they pay them. They are all paid agents. If you have a conversation with them, they don't know how to have a constructive conversation. The only thing is abuse.
Where's your father? Go and bring your own father. What have you done in your life? What has your father done for people? And they're like, what is my father's? My father is not trying to be president. So why are you asking me about my father? Where's your father, you guys? Where's your father? Did your father approve you to be supporting this Kolu? And they will start fighting you.
Babala Kolu. Oh, Jesus. Let me allow you to
thank you so much, Olore. You know, it's any last call at me because of our time. It's so late now. And we started earlier, but we'll have another day and we'll continue from there. Thank you so much for calling. Okay.
You're welcome.
You enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night. So that's Olori there. Some of you always kind of mix them together, like Olori, princess. Oh, that one they come like slow thunder, you know, thunder that would just be like that. That's princess. That will, you know. But you see, Olori, firebrand from the start to finish. I love these women and I love all my callers. Every one of you who took your time to stay with me tonight. Again, if you're probably going to be watching this video later, right? You can watch from the beginning. I'm so sorry that you are calling in and I've not managed to get your call. If you didn't make it tonight, you'll probably make it next time. Thanks so much to every one of you. Like that video, share it, and I will see you some other time. So from here, good night. So you, Odaro.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àníyàn súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìí yẹ.
Maiyegun máa bí.
Àníyàn súnra kì í. pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. òkúra olóṣèlú. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè jù. lórí Facebook àní ẹ̀sùn láti lórí YouTube àní ẹ̀sùn láti wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́ àní ẹ̀sùn láti jíjó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀sùn láti pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Thank you, thank you.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti kí gómìnà kówó jẹ àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Malamala.
Mo bójú ayé ò ayé ṣá málámálá.
Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀.
Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀.
Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ yìí o. Kí ni dé sí Yorùbá o ọmọ aráyé? Kí ni ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá o ọmọ Oòduà o?
Yéyéyéyéyéyé àwa máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ là ń bẹ. Yorùbá ń ṣera wọn nítorí owó. Yorùbá ń jìra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ nítorí ipò. Wọ́n gbẹ̀mí fáláre, wọ́n gbáre fẹ́lẹ́bí. Wọ́n kò lè kó wájà, wọ́n tún kó lóko wá mú. ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n gbọ́n ló gbé wọn délé ọlá. ọgbọ́n náà ló tún padà wá sí lé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ o. àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣọ̀gá lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ tún padà wá dẹni à ń fọwọ́ ti sẹ́yìn o. yóò Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iná alẹ́. Yorùbá rúrúrú bí omi òkun. Yorùbá bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. yóò Yorùbá ronú o.
Yorùbá sọra wọn di bọ́ọ̀lù fáráyé gbá.
wọ́n bá gbá wọn sókè wọ́n á tún gbá wọn sísàlẹ̀ o. ẹ̀yà tí ó ti kéré tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n gé kúrú. àwọn tí àìfẹ́ lọ́sùn ti dẹni àtijọ́ Yorùbá jókòó sílẹ̀ rẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn fọwọ́ lọ́wọ́. bí àgùntàn tí abọ́ rẹ̀ ń gbòrìṣà ilẹ̀ o. yóò Yorùbá ronú o.
oríkì.
lórí Facebook.
Thank you very much. So let's do it. Let's do it sharp. As long as I leave it on the diary. definitely everybody can see it later, because it's so unusual for Maiyegun to go live during the midday, so to say. So yeah, if you are coming across this video later, you can always, contribute. So good afternoon to you, good morning to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. For those who have been following my, my conversation around the illegal detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho and why many of us in the diaspora would love to come together like we did for him when he was out there. So we decided that we'll come together and this time around make an impact in his legal representation that we believe has been purposely compromised or intentionally compromised. So I reached out to Oloye. He gave his consent and approval that we should go ahead. And like I said, only him can say, no, I don't want it. As per the last broadcast, the last conversation we had around this, it was generally accepted that it is the right thing to do, especially in this situation where the people who are actually the victims or they would be victims of this insecurity in Yoruba land, in Nigeria in general, they have been those who kind of been mocking, laughing, and at the same time, expecting the people they called the diasporans. They believe that the energy that Oloye Sunday Igboho was able to use in mobilizing the young Yorubas at the time to rise to the occasion, that this energy was coming from the fund that were being provided by us, the Yorubas in the diaspora. Having, especially many of us who have been victims of these same criminal activities. I have 3 stories to actually share with you of what happened to 3 people. Those who actually got their news. 3 people who went to Nigeria from this same abroad, the Abroadians, and they were never to see their families again. They got killed. And, 2 got killed. 1 came back with a lifetime trauma that she said herself and her entire family will never have anything to do with Nigeria again. These are personal experiences to some people that are lifetime experience, I would say. But for some of us who have paid ransom when our family members are kidnapped by the Fulani terrorists and their likes in Yoruba land, definitely Oloye Sunday Igboho will always appeal to you. But in the course of supporting the young Yorubas who genuinely came out to say we would no longer just keep quiet and die in silence. So when Oloye Igboho called on us and we came, we responded. There were a lot of things that happened. And part of the reason why we later figured out that Oloye Sunday Igboho's legal team and everything that surrounds it is compromised. Compromise that is so obvious that the man that they locked up illegally is not even aware of what the legal move or the legal tactic or what's going to be the next move from his own lawyers. He doesn't have a clue because they have none. However, now that Igboho and those who have been handling this have done their best, the diasporans, and if you look at it very critically, including all the Yoruba, let's use that, the Yoruba nationalist groups, Yoruba nation groups, and all over the world. When you look at them very well, and those that are in Nigeria, the source of funding, which I can actually put at over 70%, comes from us, one way or another, directly or indirectly. So in the process of us responding to the call, SOS call from our people in Nigeria, especially in 2020 and 2021, before the illegal detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho. People raised money. Oh, people raised money. I never knew that under different disguise, people actually raised money for Yoruba Nation and all that. Many of them that were unaccounted for, I understand. And that is why when I choose to take this up, when my friends on MaiyegunsDiary Politico said, we don't have trust in anyone when it comes to supporting this cause. How can we help Igboho when we don't even have the right to speak to his lawyers? Igboho became a victim of Nigeria's target simply because he spoke out and we also supported him, and then he got locked up for it. So people were like, no, if Maiyegun is going to do it, then I will be interested. But we also have those who are skeptic. And I can understand where your skepticism is coming from. I understand that some of you have a real trust issue. And somehow you probably are convinced that, oh, this is another opportunity for these people to also, raise money, collect money from people and feed their families. I've heard a lot of that before. But listen to me. When you see people pick up their phones and tell me, Maiyegun, if you are involved, we will do it. The next question you should ask yourself is, how did that happen? Who is this guy? I have been expected to be one of those that comes out here because they want your money. But most of the time, if not all the time, these same people get disappointed because you will never hear Maiyegun's name anywhere involved in any shady, whatever you want to call it. There was a time on this platform. Let me start from that. There was a time on this platform that a member of this platform needed the support of just every one of us, kind-hearted people on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, just to be able to reapply for a working visa in Dubai. It is public. It is not secret. I cried onto my friends here, and we ended up raising over $1,000, I remember. And today, this concerned lady, she is still a member of MaiyegunsDiary Politico. And she got that working visa. And not just that, she is there in that same Dubai where we are now waiting for the wedding bell. She is about to get married. She was in complete kind of loss. But MaiyegunsDiary Politico are my friends, which are people who don't have trust issue. Okay? They gave that. Not just that. On this same platform, MaiyegunsDiary Politico, you would all remember the Corporal Martins Idakpani, the soldier, the Nigerian soldier that did a video and accused Burataye the Butcher, the then Chief of Army Staff of Nigeria, of deliberately starving the soldiers, the weapons to fight terrorists, starving them of their emolument, their salaries, and sending them to their death. This soldier was arrested. He was denied trial. His case was brought on to MaiyegunsDiary Politico, not just talking about it, asking for his freedom, asking that justice must be done. We went all out for him. We remembered his family. His wife, Mrs. Victoria Idakpani, is alive. Friends and lovers of Maiyegun, they reached out to her. Not once, not twice, not even just here. And that record is also on there. And Mrs. Victoria Idakpani, a very, very ardent follower of MaiyegunsDiary Politico. That is that. On this same platform, MaiyegunsDiary Politico, where we talk about the poverty created by politicians, the stealing, the looting, and every other thing they brought upon you, including the aged parents that some of you always want to refer to as village people that are after your destiny and the rest of that. Yes, you said when you run into trouble, the politicians actually create the economic trouble. When you fail in life or you fail at something, you blame these old people. There is an organization that approached MaiyegunsDiary Politico in the beginning of 2021. Maiyegun, can you please come to our aid? We have these numbers of aged people, pensioners who never get their pensions, tired, but we do help them. We give them this service. We give them this counseling. We give them this medication. We give them food. We give them money. MaiyegunsDiary Politico partnered with Age Nigeria Foundation. And on this same platform, in a space of a year, my friends who are always there for me, they raised over 1 million naira to support not just those they were feeding. Right there in their organization, they were able to feed more mouths. They were able to do that with dignity. And none of them came back to say, you see that Maiyegun is this. Talking about my integrity for the first time in 2020, when my platforms became under serious attacks from the supporters of the criminal government in Nigeria, I kept getting reported and my pages getting shut down. I cried out to my friends again. This time around, it wasn't for any other person, but for myself. I have an idea. I will always be like this. I will always talk, speak my mind, no matter whose ox is God. But do you really want me to continue to do that? They said, yes. Right. I want to start an online radio, and I'm going to call it Diaspora Radio. It's a dream. First, I will get the platform. Second, after setting the platform up, then every one of you who have this same spirit of Maiyegun in you, even better. Many of you who have the capacity to speak to people. Many of you who can actually get people to think as much as you know Maiyegun is doing. Diaspora Radio platform will be the platform. And if you can help me start it, I will make it work. And you did give me that answer. My friends gave me over £9,000 in a space of 30 days. That was the moment they now felt like, especially the naysayers, yes, finally, the guy don't cash out. What did he use £9,000 for? Look at this, this and that. But what they didn't want to admit is this. MaiyegunsDiary Politico used to be my phone, myself, wherever I want to speak. You couldn't call into MaiyegunsDiary Politico and make it blend in this way. I couldn't really share with you the visual content of what I'm talking about every time I'm sharing my stories. I couldn't really bring you into the conversation where we can have a centralized meeting where we can say, oh, this is a people's parliament or MaiyegunsDiary Politico. The potentials of me getting covered there with a camera. Listen to this, oh, you made that happen. I started Diaspora Radio International, and it's been running from the 31st of July, 2020, 24/7. And I'm coming to something as well. So MaiyegunsDiary Politico changed. So did Maiyegun. Many have said that Maiyegun, I thought I've seen the best of you. But you see, this past 1 year, you just keep getting better and better. Why? Because after people came to my aid to say, Maiyegun, whatever you want, we will give you. We just don't want you to off your mic. So Diaspora Radio International continue to run the audio version of every of my broadcasts. But the naysayers probably felt, well, where is the radio? The radio de Ogunpa, if you want to go and find out. But if you are not a naysayer, Diaspora Radio is there. Our presenters are those that are yet to come on. Come on, blame me for that. Okay? But for those who know, I can sit down here and have a camera, a standard camera that is worth more than £4,000. No joke. I can sit down here with equipment worth more than 10,000 pounds. Audio broadcasting equipment that I'm actually trying to get so used to. And I'm not even using them to capacity yet. You made that happen. You changed Maiyegun. You changed the narrative. You changed the optic simply because you trusted me. But when the naysayers want to feel, when they want to feel better, they will say, where is Diaspora Radio? I'm a one-man mopo. Look at this guy. That is African Wahala. African Wahala is the first entrant into the Diaspora Radio platform. It is Diaspora. It is your platform. Yeah? It simply means you can do what Maiyegun is doing from the comfort of your rooms, just like me. We did that. African Wahala is in Canada. And so would be many, many of you who are also still going to go on to be presenters, reporters from all over the world on Diaspora Radio. And you can listen to me all the time. Let's see if this works.
Personnel changes.
Yep.
You could bring 100 Obama. Let him be succeeded by another 100 Abraham Lincoln.
Can you hear that audio? That is Diaspora Radio. It is always running 24/7. So if I turn around and I say, we need to put action to our words. If we say those who locked the Igboho up, they did illegally, what are we doing legally to fight that? That was when my friend said, Maiyegun, if you will lead it, we will follow you. And I am ready to lead it. And that is why I'm going to answer all your questions. Don't ask anyone.
Created states, not
again
because of even administrative convenience. No. They balkanized and destroyed the federal system that was agreed upon before the 1960 independence. They destroyed the very foundation of the Nigerian nation. For the Nigerian nation to ever really be able to survive, there is a need, a very urgent need, to go back to the root of the Nigerian state because it is already dying. The Nigerian state is killing the Nigerian nation. Keep that in mind. The Nigerian state is killing the Nigerian nation. The Nigerian state has found a way to divide the Nigerian people along so many kind of lines. Today in Nigeria, you have more Christians than Nigerians, simply because somebody needs to speak on behalf of Christians so that he can aggregate their rights to himself.
Yeah.
You have more Igbos in Nigeria today than Nigerians because some people profit from speaking on behalf of the Igbos. You have more Fulanis in Nigeria today than there are Nigerians because some people profit from speaking on behalf of those ones.
Good. So I decided to bring all of you up to date with why and who. Why is Maiyegun doing this? And who is Maiyegun? I've always been there. I've always been around. And you probably have always been pretending that you don't know. We are going to raise that 50,000 pounds or $50,000, whatever denomination whatever kind of currency I come up with. Igboho is in that detention in Benin Republic simply because we told him that standing up for Yoruba land, that he put all his everything on the line, that we will stand with him, we will stay with him, and we will do everything to prove to him that he is not alone. So if you have any question, if you have any concern, if you have any of your suspicion, whatever, throw them at me. Because when you see this image, that is the image you want to see. Maiyegun. But there are so many behind that actually pushes this image enough to be an image that you can really trust. We will raise the money right before your eyes. Very, very eyes, I would say. I also choose not to involve anyone publicly for the best reason that I'm going to tell you now. I am not going to deny that I am aware that so many people, somehow, they succeeded in misleading people to raise funds that they ended up pocketing to themselves. But there is some certain money you can actually pocket. Yeah, there are some. But there are some that you can't. When you come out to possibly say, please, I am trying to raise money because I have a team of people who are going to defend Igboho. I mean, defend, let me use this example. You defend Okeogun areas. And then somehow you all feel like at least we are all raising money to save Yoruba land. Then you ended up you see GoFundMe here, GoFundMe there. Everybody typing different things and say, send the money to us. We are working. We are doing something. I am not in that category, and this is not about that. To make things work perfectly well, which has worked for me very well. When I started Diaspora Radio International, I had no clue about online radio and everything that goes into it. I just know that, well, I can have online radio, and from then I can build an app, and everybody can listen to me, audio, video, and all that. But because I had no clue, I had to go to people or to someone who had an idea, who could actually get things started. And in that regard, it simply means I have to work with somebody in that field. So it took us about 3 months to finally come to something that we believe this is it. This is the template we want. And for the past 2 years, or almost 2 years now, we have been running that. So you see, this particular one, I have already started consulting with people. And when I say consultation, I mean there are people who are actually really concerned about what is going on to Oloye Sunday Igboho. And from them, we will get orders. So what is the plan? The plan is this. Don't preempt, okay? Don't try to think you have an idea of how this is going to go. Let me put it that way. Because I, myself, I don't have all of it figured out. And that simply means until I have everything figured out better and ready to be executed, no action will be taken. And this is how I plan it to go. I said, once we have the platform we are going to use to start raising the money. I mentioned Bitcoin yesterday. Some people felt like, oh, be careful, oh, and all of that. I've heard a lot of be careful in my life, okay? And indeed, I will always be very careful. Hey, don't announce this thing on blah, 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 blah. All your fear are all noticed. But here is how it's going to go. When a platform or platforms are finally agreed to be safe and secure, we will launch the fundraiser. Okay? So as the fundraiser is there and it's going to be made public, when I say public, some said they wanted to have 2 people, 3 people, signatory to account and all of that. Come on. They are not really bad idea, but these are the idea where you have 2, 3 people who came together and they say, oh, we want to do something. So for us, before we do anything, yeah, we must agree between us. If 2 people disagree, yeah, then that means we won't do it. That is very good way of handling groupies. But ladies and gentlemen, this is 21st century and not your 1960 anymore. If you want to raise money, you will raise it public.
Everybody will know every dime. If you want to spend money, you will make it public. Everybody will know every dime. When things are becoming shady is when you need the consent and agreement of others. And that's why I said, if you have trust issue, I have friends who don't. Right? So what I plan to do is this, and the way I believe it is going to work, and I've already started the conversation on that. I explained a bit of that last night. Ilana Ọmọ Oòduà, UK, they have physical presence in the UK. They are legally recognized. Their members and every one of them that are the members of their directors or what have you, the leadership, they are legally recognized in the UK. Now, through them, a letter and a contract can be put together between us, the diasporans, and the legal team that we are going to select and screen and make public as well. This is us about to spend our money. And this is us about to put put our voice where our money is. So through Ilana Ọmọ Oòduà in the UK, led by Segun Olushola Oni, which I have spoken extensively with about this plan, and it's going to be on MaiyegunsDiary Politico this Saturday. It's coming online and it's going to be answering your questions too, right? So through them, we will be we will be paying for everything or every action that we all approve of. How does that work? I'll tell you. By the time we have a responsible, ready to fight, no prisoner keeping legal counsel, and then they say, okay, we need you to go and meet Oloye Sunday Igboho. And whenever they meet with him, they will have a chat with him. It will give them his written consent that they can now go ahead and represent him. Once we have that meeting and everything sorted, the next thing is going to be what? To move into paying for the service we are getting them for. This is public. This is 21st century. And I'm going to please say to you, my dear people, I want you to please bury that mentality of don't tell everybody how we are going to fight this. No, 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 no. It is an old mentality that indeed actually encourages fear, where you feel like you can't really fight, especially if you make it public. If you raise money public, then the fight is public. Every other thing may be kept, private. Many things will be kept private. But when it comes to the operation, once we have this legal team, and they have extracted this written consent from Oloye Sunday Igboho, we will make that public. We will declare them public. Everybody will know the new team. And from that moment on, whenever any of their service require payment from our purse, secure, safely put away fund, we can then begin the process of payment and paying them. Now, this should be a very straightforward process, right? Because when you start a fundraiser here in the UK, I don't know about the rest of the world, and that is why I'm not going to use a one-size-fits-all analysis here. Here in the UK, when you put money aside as a fundraiser, what happens is that when you make a withdrawal from it, it goes straight to the account that is traceable enough during that transaction. So what does that mean? If any payment is going to be made, it is going to be through a written request from Ilana Ọmọ Oòduà UK, which will be addressed to Yorubas in diaspora. All of this will be cleared when we get to that stage, okay? No rush. But I would like to give you the idea. It is a process. If you don't believe in the process, please and please don't add your money. All these fundraisers, whatever, right? They are voluntary. don't be a kind of a crybaby at the end of it all to make it look like you are being asked to give your money. Nobody is asking you to give your money if you don't want to, okay? It will always be voluntary. Now, the way it will work then is this. Once these two steps of getting and selecting those we believe will do the job, and then meeting with Oloye Sunday Igboho, giving his approval, then the next thing will be the Lanomo Odua UK. All they have to do is just put it in writing, right? An email, because I'm not going to keep any, what have you, okay? An email that will be sent to Diaspora Radio International, because Diaspora Radio International is also a registered non-for-profit organization in the UK. A community radio is called. So for those of you who probably want to figure that out, yes. So they will send this because Diaspora Radio International is going to oversee the, the fundraiser, which means from Diaspora Radio International, where Maiyegun General is the commander, I don't get deputy. I don't discuss with people before I make my. I don't vote with people before I make my decision, right? And on this regard, this is how this is also going to go as the CEO of this enterprise. Just call it that, all right? So from us, when they make that request, a written request to Yorubas in diaspora, with this attached letter or this attached document from our legal team handling Oloye Sunday Igboho's case in Benin Republic and beyond, yeah, we request for the payment of blah, 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 blah. Once I get that, I will come here and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, from our balance of £50,000, we are making a payment of 5 million, or we are making a payment of 5 million naira for this purpose. This is the letter. This is the letter from the lawyers, their request. This is the request approved by the Lanomo Odua. This is the details provided for the payment. And I'm going to make the payments, and I trust you. Maiyegun, pay them and keep the receipt. Is that not what you're going to say? And when I get the receipt that they've been paid, yeah, what do I do next? I come on here and tell you, we've done this. Now, the purpose for that is this. If diasporans who responded to Oloye Sunday Igboho's call back then could be getting a response from him back then, and I remember that very, very well. When Oloye Sunday Igboho, Koiki, and every other gallant Yoruba, patriots, when they came out to say it's becoming so difficult to drive through the hard and rough terrains of Yoruba forests and town and communities, they needed more vehicles. They needed more cycles and the rest of that. When we raised the money back then, if you don't forget, Oloye Sunday Igboho and so many other of our Yoruba patriots in Nigeria, they were so happy to display those support equipment, buses, cars, Okadas, even Ibagani Adams, Are Ona Kakanfo took delivery of about 5, I think it was 5 motorcycles donated by the Yorubas in diaspora. So if I am now saying that we want to do this, it is simply because the energy, the battery, the lifeline of why the diasporans responded to this clarion call, that man has been locked up illegally. And it is the right of us in the diaspora to not just talk, not just rally, not just protest, but at the same time, act. And this time around, we will act. Don't mind me. Some will say, Maiyegun, you are taking this you are talking too much. Give us the details. No, I will give you. But there's so much that will go into that. before I come public with all that information, right? There's so much that will go into it. I'm not saying it's going to be forever, but definitely it will take me a few days. I'm a very, very busy person, to be sincere. Very, very, very busy person. However, this is also just going to add more to it. It is not in anything something that will say, oh, I'm going to be enjoying it. It is my way of asking you that if you can't be there physically, if we can't be there physically, we can actually send our cash and it will work for us. It's not the first time. We have always been sending our cash. When we remit money to Nigeria economy, when the looters in Nigeria steal your money, they steal them and they bring them abroad. When we work hard, we have to remit money back into Nigeria to support families, friends, and this lately, random unknown people. So we've always been doing that. And this time around, we will do this again, but we will do it right. And like I said, if you have your concern, ask me. I am going to temporarily open the line. Then we are going to continue this later in the evening. So, but first thing, I want to quickly add, should I call it an announcement now? First one, listen to me. I haven't created anything to raise money for Igboho. I have not asked anybody to create anything to raise money for Igboho. This I'm doing right now is called enlightenment and awareness for why we want to do what we want to do. An opportunity to ask, or let me say an opportunity to probably, solve your curiosity. Why, when, what? You can phone in, I'll read comments, I'll answer some questions, but listen to me. If people are skeptical because they felt like, I was told, sincerely speaking, maybe I should even mention it. I was told that in this issue of a Yoruba nation, that there was a time that people actually raised money to start Oduduwa TV, Oduduwa radio. People raised millions and people collected that money. They can't see radio. They didn't see TV. They didn't see the money. And that really got people upset. I was just hearing that about 2-3 days ago. I was like, oh, really? People raised money for, So no wonder when I said that we will do this for Oloye Sunday Igboho, some of them started saying, nobody say Maiyegun collect money for radio station. It's not because they want to go and listen to my radio. Some of you who are even my diehard fans, you are confident that if Maiyegun said he did the diaspora radio, I believe him. Some of you don't even go there to go and listen. All you are interested is when is Maiyegun live? Maiyegun is live on video. You want to see my face. Meanwhile, every time I do my video, every of my conversation, right? If you go on to Diaspora Radio International, you will begin to listen to them in audio format. You can be on the Diaspora Radio and start listening to my Diaspora Radio, and you can close the browser and the audio will still continue to play on your phone. You can listen to me in your car. You don't have to be driving and you are listening, you are watching me. You don't have to do that. So it's not just those naysayers who are wondering, nobody say Maiyegun collect money for radio. It's not because they want to watch, they want to listen to my Diaspora Radio. I checked my traffic on Diaspora Radio. I barely get 100 people listening in a week. Very disappointing, isn't it? Some said, but Maiyegun, you are not talking about it every time. What do you mean? Nobody will have contributed money for it. What you paid for, what you contributed money for. Do you know how many people contributed that money? Over 300 people. They raised over 9,000 pounds. And now, the Diaspora Radio is always there. But some of you, like people have told me, they are addicted to just listening to me live. Maiyegun, when are you going to be live? You can always listen to my Diaspora Radio there. The audio is there. DiasporaRadioInternational.com. That's it. Type it onto your browser all over the world. Your phone, your desktop, your laptop, your iPad. You don't even have to stay on it. You can just close it, highlight it, and you can start doing everything on your device. And you'll be listening to my voice. Maiyegun, so who is that talking? That's Maiyegun. So they said people collected money, millions of naira, in the name of this. I'm not mentioning names, so that's why they said they are coming for me. Maiyegun, they are coming for you. And I said, coming for me, what do you mean? So what we are doing now is that we just want to help. The person we want to help is, you know what I mean, has accepted our offer. And in this regard, when we are ready to start, trust me, you will all, what do you call it? You will all get to know. So go on to Diaspora Radio International. Try it.
Doing is that they are treating symptoms
instead
of treating the actual disease. The disease is the system.
Sorry. Hello, hang on there for me for 1 second, sir. Just 1 second, okay? There's somebody I want to say a big thank you to. And that is the person who sent me this card. So hang on there for me, sir. So I want to say thank you to you, Sami Idowu, this Omo Dudua Tata, who sent me this branded cap, branded shirt of I stand with Oloye Sunday. I stand with Igboho. Is the one who sent this to me from America. And I want to say a big thank you to you because I didn't really give you that proper, what do you call it, the proper acknowledgement earlier when I got the delivery of them. He made this and they made a lot of them and they wanted to say, you know, it's about Oloye Sunday Igboho. Igboho Sha. I don't know if you can see this, right? Sorry, my camera is not covering me that much. All right. So let me take my call. I'll talk more about that later. Hello.
Maiyegun General.
Baba. Baba.
Well, me and the first caller. I did try. I don't try this. But I think I'm lucky today. I just tried my luck. I'm calling you from Houston. My name is Olamigoke.
Olamigoke. What's it Goke? From Houston.
I'm one of your paying members. One of your monthly paying members.
You see, I told people, I said people pay me like they pay Netflix. Some people don't even understand that. So when people say, Maiyegun, hey, this one wants to collect your money, I said, you have no idea what people actually do for me behind the scene. That makes me to this level. Again, Goke, thank you very much for the support. Go on.
Now, so, Baba, in fact, I just want to personally appreciate you. There's something you said yesterday. I've been following this series of Oloye Sunday Igboho. When you started it, I was fortunate to listen to that program. Since then, I've been following. You know, we've been very confused, and let's say, for me personally, I know that what we are doing is the right thing. It doesn't matter if it's not popular, because I know that in Nigeria, especially in Yoruba land, they don't like the truth. We know I have a lot of friends who obnob with this politician. You understand? But I think it has made me unpopular with them. It doesn't matter to me, because once I know this is just the right thing to do, I do.
God bless you.
I think
go on.
I would ask most of our viewers right now to support this project. I believe by the grace of God that there is no how we are not going to surpass that 24 or 25 million. And I believe also that might be the least. This might be the beginning of a big thing that will happen. I will have big trust in you.
I believe too. Thank you very much. You know, one thing is that every now and then when you go online, they will say, now these diaspora people, they push them. Where are they now? Where are they now that Igboho is there? Now we are here. Now they are saying, they are scammers, so they want to take your money. Well, they go see. They go fear them. Baba,
when I got the sit and because is it because we like to come out here? No, it is simply because of the hopelessness that was already hanging around.
Exactly.
And some of us that had the opportunity had to leave. And when we come out and we also look back, a lot of us have some of our investments there. I have a big investment in Nigeria.
Wow.
And some of my, you're not even thinking about your investment. I said, no. You guys are not serious. Is it about my investment? Even if I don't have to invest anything, my wife and children are here. I don't have to stress. If we share anything with the investment, I will still survive as far as I'm here. You understand me, sir? But the truth of the matter is, even Oloye Sunday Igboho, look at what was at stake when he was engaging in those battles with these guys.
Exactly. Igboho was comfortable. He could have everything he wanted.
Everything.
You know? And he gave all of that up. He gave all of that up.
Stuck his neck for us.
Go on, please. Go, okay.
Yeah. This man came out, stuck his neck for us. In the process, his first property was destroyed. Nobody did anything.
Nobody.
We saw it. The second one, which the court in Oyo State, the High Court in Oyo State has now awarded, which of course I know that place is a lawless society. They will never pay. They will not even talk about it. The media in Nigeria, they are the highest. They are the people that are colluding with these politicians. So you won't hear anything about it. You understand? But this man came out, all his property destroyed right now. Himself is in incarceration in the purported Benin Republic, which we all thought is a more lawful society until all this silence. You understand? So, my brother, we are with you. I know a lot of people still want to come in. We are with you. We will donate.
We will do it.
And
exactly.
We trust the fight ago. I also that's the program when you spoke with him, and we are expecting much. But honestly, I've not been impressed with Ilana Omodua. Honestly, I'm sorry.
I know we all have a reservation, and we choose not to even look into that by just forging on. And we're also telling them, you know what people told me, Olagoke? They said, Maiyegun, they are going to come for you. Okay, and you will do us one favor. Don't say you are trying to be diplomatic. Maiyegun, don't say you are ignoring them. When they come for you, please tell us. Bring it on to this program and tell us that they have started. This person. We will go for them too. There is no holding back because Maiyegun, they will believe that since it was an easy way of making money, it be like say this Maiyegun have done Jassy. It won't make some money too. And when they discover that you are not for the money, they will come for you. So we are ready. We are ready.
Because they are about the money. They are about the money.
We are ready.
All these societies, societies we are, it's not really about individual aggrandizement. It's about the people. You understand me, sir? So we know from at least I've been a member now since you opened your YouTube because you were having issues on the Facebook.
Yes.
So we came to the YouTube channel, and at that point I became a member, and I've been paying by God's grace.
God bless you.
In fact, this is my first time I'm calling. I've never spoken with you.
No.
You understand? So, my brother, we trust you. Go on.
God bless you. God bless you. You know, I love that. You see, people may not understand. That's why I decided to take you through the memory lane. I didn't just wake up. In fact, I never for once in my life believed that a day will come that people will actually get to a point and say, Maiyegun, we will support you if we have a means of supporting you. If they didn't chase me from Facebook, people always downloaded my video. They will upload them on YouTube. They make money there. It's my video. I do it. I produce them. Yeah? Now I decided to go and start doing them on YouTube myself.
Subscriber too. Since the first month you started, I've been a subscriber.
God bless you.
I love you.
I love you too, ma.
I love you. Omo Jebu Alare. Jebum Jojo.
Wow. Hey, I didn't try there, no, you know.
This star is not working, to put stars. There was a day I wanted to put star, it's not working. But we thank you for this laudable project.
Thank you,
we thank all of you. And look at, I have been trying to call you. This is the first time I got in, which means the Lord is in this process.
God bless you, ma.
The following Sunday Igboho will be out in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
We thank you all. You don't know how joyful I am.
I can feel it.
That I used to try once in a while if I'm in the program, but it never comes. You will not see that you two have, that all other members have. Me, Lord City, but I want you to trust the process. I want you to I felt let's just do it. I'm all out. Even after contributing my widow's mite, every month we're supposed to continue contributing something to that pot.
Exactly.
And that's what I am going to do in the name of Jesus. God help me.
Amen to that.
We trust you, we love you.
Thank you, ma.
Maiyegun,
God will bless you. Sorry, calling for me, ma. Chef, share ni.
Tomilola Agnes ni.
Tomilola Agnes. So that Mali Ronti, in case of next time, I should go
from America.
All
we are
right.
always with you.
That's classy. Thank you so much, ma. Can you nice day, yeah?
Yeah.
God bless you, ma. Yeah, that's class. Tomilola Agnes. I love using lady. You know, say you don't call her African woman. You don't call her a woman. You say she's a lady because they don't grow old. You know what I mean? So here we go. I've got another caller, and I believe probably from Nigeria. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Ọlọ́run á kún yín lọ́wọ́ lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín, àmín.
Inú mi dùn pé mo rí ibi wọlé lénìí.
Inú tèmi gan tó dà pé gbogbo àwọn first time callers yẹn ọwọ́ ọ̀sán báyìí ó ṣọwọ́ yín gan o bóyá máa ṣe program
ọ̀sán sí. Mo máa ní lẹ́kùn mo máa ní kó ìkíná pè lọ́sàn-án báyìí tó bá yẹ fún Nàìjíríà ni. Inú wa dùn fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ́ ń ṣe tí inú ò ní bàjẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Ìgbà kẹ́ ti bọ́ sí alẹ́ program náà ọ̀pọ̀ èmi pẹ́ sùn so ní láǹfààní àti contribute. I do what mo kàn dé rí live lọ́sàn-án àkójọ mi lójú mo fi sáré òwò yìí náà lè ní lọ́kì lẹ́yìn. Nípa olóyè Sunday Igboho Ọlọ́run àmọ́ jáde láyà tàlàfíà. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwa táwa ní Nàìjíríà àwa gan mọ̀ pé wàhálà ń bẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ìkòròdú ni mo ti ń pè o.
Ìkòròdú?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Nàìjíríà ní pọ́lọ́mù púpọ̀ mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pọ́lọ́run ayọ̀ Yorùbá jáde kúnnú wàhálà lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ ṣé mo kàn ní kí n gbàdúrà fún yín ni. I don't like when princess nígbà kan bá pè àti ẹ̀dà Ọláolúwa àwọn èèyàn máa ń wọ̀ wá lára a máa ń pa ìbá so adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ yìí Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe o.
Àmín ẹ ṣeun gan.
Ajáde láyà tàlàfíà wa bá wa àwa ò má bá ti lè rí ìdàgbà sí orí Nàìjíríà gan ó tiẹ̀ lágbára dé pé àmọ́ bá ti lè contribute la fẹ́ contribute gan.
God bless you. Àwa ti dá sí náà nípa ìdí èyí ó ti yé báyìí because ẹ ṣẹrẹ yìí tẹ wà nílé gan ẹ̀yin gan ló yẹ ká kíkún iṣẹ́ jù because ó lè débi wípé lórí ilẹ̀ wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ń bẹ yẹn ẹ lè la inú yín kẹsàn pé ẹ fẹ́ Yorùbá nation ẹ má dọ̀tá wọn ní sọ.
jọjọ Nàìjíríà làwa tó wá Kwara State ọmọ Kwara State lẹ́nu and lẹ́ni mo ti gbọ́ ìròyìn pé they kill somebody within a local government headquarter wa Ìsìn local government it's not far from my native town they kill somebody wọ́n ní ìsìn láàárọ̀ so the thing have surrounded us we need to come out.
Asheshe. God bless you, sir. Alaba. I just can be another call. That's a caller from Ikorodu in Nigeria. He's so happy to join us live today, and he only called to say a prayer and at the same time believe that yes, Igboho will be out, and they are all in for this. So, hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm a first-time caller.
Wow.
And this is Bola calling all the way from Georgia.
Say that name again, sir. I kind of missed that.
Bola calling all the way from Georgia.
From
Bola.
Fantastic. Bola.
Yeah.
I like that, sir. So yeah, you're live, and I'm kind of happy to.
Yeah, we are from the same place. I'm from Ikene, unfortunately. But my brother, I really, in fact, you made my day yesterday.
Thank you.
Concerning this Igboho donation and stuff, we are ready to start rolling the dollar. I beg, please.
Bless you.
We need to start doing something. In fact, amongst all the agitators, I listen only to Maiyegun. In fact, I'm addicted to Maiyegun.
Sir, you know one thing, sir. Bola, yeah, you know one thing. Even Maiyegun is addicted to Maiyegun, but some people won't believe that. But continue.
My brother, in fact, I've learned a lot from you. You educate me every day. I listen to you twice a day, the morning show and the evening one.
Class.
Even at work and with my Bluetooth earpiece, listening to Maiyegun.
Thank you.
No, nothing can stop me from listening to you. I'm proud of you.
Thank
you. You are a blessing to our generation.
Thank you.
And my prayer for you is that God will continue to bless you and give you more wisdom. Maiyegun, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You stay safe, Baba, and I hope I hear more from you after this too. So you stay safe, Baba.
By God's grace.
Nice one, brother. Thank you so much, sir. So I have another caller on the line who is going to answer this. Hello there. Chineke. Do I pronounce that right? One name, Chineke.
Hello, Maiyegun, I'm calling you from Malaysia. My name is Emeka.
Emeka from do you say Malaysia, yeah?
Hello? Yes. Maiyegun, first of all, I want to thank you and I want to bless you.
Thank you.
Maiyegun, I want to thank you and I want to bless you. You are a blessed man. Your child, your family is blessed.
Thank you, man.
God will bless you so much that everybody you bless, that person is blessed. Amen. Anybody you cause, that person is caused. Maiyegun, I'm very, very happy.
Thank you.
My happiness today is that you have started the process to raise funds for Sunday Igboho. I'm telling you the truth. I'm a Biafran, but I'm very, very angry. I'm sorry to say this. I don't want to
come on, Emeka, flow,
but ever since they arrested Sunday Igboho, everybody went on the ground. I'm so happy. This fund that you're about to raise now, it will ring a bell to Nigerian government to know that every madman you see on the street have a family. You see madmen that you see on the street, any day you watch them, then you will know that they have a family.
I like
now, this fund or this action will try to, it will ring a bell to Nigerian government that this man has a family, and those his family, they are ready to do anything. Now, Maiyegun, I want to remind you also, there is Ohanes and Igbo in Yoruba land, though. They will come after you like you are saying. Now, there is something I want you to do, my brother. If they come after you, tell us their names. We'll roll on the ground with them because that is what they like.
That's what people told me, Emeka. People said, Maiyegun, they are going to do a lot of things to attack and do this and that, but please, don't
we
do
will roll on the
gentleman.
ground with them. Ohanes and Igbo is in Yoruba land also. I don't know the names they call them there, but the treachery that Ohanes and Igbo is doing in Igbo land, they are also a branch of Ohanes and Igbo in Yoruba land. So anytime they come against you or say anything, tell us, we will roll on the ground. And Biafran will contribute money for Sunday Igbo.
God bless you.
Understand? But those people, those Ohanes and Igbo that will come after you, tell us, we will roll on the ground. We will roll on the ground.
God
if you have their phone number, publish it. We will give them insult as they like. We will print insult and send it to them. We will photocopy insult and send it to them. Because that is what they like.
God
Thank
bless
you, sir.
Emeka, I love that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your calls and all of that. I'm still going to take a few more, by the way. But I also think I need a tea break. Or I should just relax a bit more before we continue, okay?
We are going home.
Okay, I think I have... okay, let me take this. Hopefully it gets through. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir.
My good brother.
How are you today, sir?
Dele Odesomi from Spain.
Sir, àwọn alàgbà ìlànà rẹ o. Sir Dele.
Tí a bá guess Odesomi.
Odesomi, ẹ continue. Mo fẹ́ paná mọ́ yín lẹ́nu bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ọmọ wọn onífẹ́ àbúrẹ́, ọmọ adéyẹrẹ́dẹ́ owó rẹ mú. Ṣé rí tẹ́ bá gẹ̀ẹ́sì nínú mi kò lè kọsẹ̀, inú mi ti ń dùn lájọ́ tẹ́ ti kọ́kọ́ gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ jáde. Mo ti ń gbàrà pé kọ́ lọ jẹ́ kí Sunday Igboho tó fara mọ́. Ṣé ń gbàdé wá jáde lánàá tẹ ní o ti ṣe ṣe ni mo ń jó mo ń gbádùn èmi àtàwọn fámìlì. So mo ní ó ti ẹ mọ̀ pé èmi ní trust inú yín ti pẹ́ tó pẹ́ mo ti ń fọ̀rọ̀ owó ìlọ yẹn. Lóòótọ́ mi ò bá ń fowó ṣe pọ̀ rí ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní ìṣesí èèyàn lèèyàn mọ̀ wà èèyàn. so mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé irú ọjọ́ ìní wáyé ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn agitator tán pariwo lọ́tún tán ké lọ́sì díẹ̀ nú wọn ló wà nù lànà o díẹ̀ nú wọn ló wà nù lànà o wọ́n ń forúkọ lànà parọ́ bàbá kí tó yà Sunday Igboho gba owó ni o owó kankan ò sí lọ́wọ́ bàbá o owó náà ní mortgage tí wọ́n owó yẹn ṣe lọ́tún lọ́sì owó lè ní wọn o ní bàbá sì dákẹ́ o èyí tẹ́ iná mọ̀ sí ni o ẹ ti bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ rí dáadáa ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ owó ẹ̀ àti wà lórí ẹ̀ ti pẹ́ àti wà lórí ẹ̀ ti pẹ́ táwọn náà tá máa gbégbà bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ti sọ pé ọ̀nà tó àsìkò tó nìyẹn tó bá mojú òkú náà jẹ́ kó dàbí nílé Ọlọ́run sọ pé àsìkò tó ti wà lọ́dọ̀ yìí nìyẹn ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ máa ṣe lọ kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wò lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹrú la ti máa ń bínú kúrò ìhun bínú kò lọ́mọ gbogbo wa lọ́mọ Yorùbá in tó bá wu Maiyegun ló lè ṣe lórí Yorùbá nítorí ìran ẹni kò lè dictate pé Maiyegun gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe báyìí Maiyegun gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe báyìí gbogbo àyẹn wọn kàn tó wá wù wọn náà ariwo ọjà lásán ni don't listen to anybody èèyàn ò lè bínú kò lọ́mọ Yorùbá ni mí ìtì bá lágbára máa ṣe fún Yorùbá ìtẹ bá lágbára ẹ ṣe fún Yorùbá ìtàwọn náà bá lágbára ká ṣe fún Yorùbá kì í ṣe pé Maiyegun fẹ́ ṣe kankan káwá ní pé kò gbọdọ̀ sí tàbí Ọládélé fẹ́ ṣe kankan kò gbọdọ̀ sí kò possible àjọ ní Yorùbá ni ikú àjọkú àwẹ̀wà àjọgbà wọn ní kóbìnrin lè jò kọkùnrin lè jò pa kí ló máa ṣàti lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lọ́tún ká mú lósì kó ká gbé net together kó kí gbogbo kan tó ní wá kásá dára tí kò tàbí àṣẹ ẹ má dá wọn lóhùn o ẹ don't listen to any one of them at all ara ló ń ta wọn ò rólé jà mí bí n pa àwọn ẹnu wọn ti gbẹ ẹ fi wọn lẹ̀ sí tiwọn wọ́n pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò wọ́n fẹ́ bà Koiki lórúkọ jẹ́ ni
mo gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀
èèyàn mélòó ni wọ́n ló lọ lísì sórí rédíò yẹn nu wọn èèyàn mélòó ló ń lọ sórí ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe wọn ò ṣe wọ́n ṣàpariwo pé wọn ò ṣe owó wà mí kan bàbá Adéníran ti jáde ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí owó yẹn rí kí èèyàn mélòó ló lọ pẹ̀ ní bàbá kówó fún ṣé bí wọ́n dárúkọ ẹni tán kówó fún sẹ́ni yẹn jáde síta ó kọ̀ǹpìlì pé wọn ò kówó fóun ẹni yóò jáde síta pé wọn ò kówó fóun kò dẹ̀ sọ pé òun náà ò ṣe rédíò
ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹ pọ̀ lẹ́yìn tí rédíò yẹn débi pé bọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ti ń wò wípé àṣebá gbọ́npa ẹ̀ gbà báyìí ẹ mọ báwọn èèyàn wa ṣe rí náà ṣẹgẹt ìdí ni ètò ìjẹ́ pé bọ̀ mo wà pẹ̀lú yín ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
wọ́n máa ń sásá bẹ ẹni èmi tuntun ó bí mistake kò ń ṣe mistake o bẹ̀ wá sáà try láti trace ẹ̀ pé àṣìṣe ni tí wọn ò ní mọ ìdí tí kíní yẹn fi ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wá máa pariwo àwọn ló bá Yorùbá nation débi tó dé dúró lẹ́yìn tó yẹ kí pẹ̀lú adúrú owó tí àwọn èèyàn dá tó yẹ kí Yorùbá nation ti máa wá 25 million 20 million
fún Igboho
the first money tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ sọ fún Igboho fún lọ́ọ̀yà tí wọ́n gbà sí ní Benin Republic àwọn Canada Western Canada náà ti gba owó yẹn 9.something million naira ìpè ni wọ́n ti gbà ìlànà tó wà ń bẹ̀ lásán ló kó yẹn kalẹ̀ kì í ṣe gbogbo ìlànà àwọn tó ń wà UK gbà wọ́n kọ̀ wọn òkú wọ́wọ́ wọn kalẹ̀ wọ́wọ́ wọn kalẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ lọ pé bá a ṣe kó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìnyí báyìí àwọn ẹtẹ́ bá bá ṣe pọ̀ nìyẹn kì í ṣe àwọn pọ̀ sápàtà kọ́kọ́ and sẹ́rí pọ́blẹ́mù àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà olùkọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀tá ló gba lọ́ọ̀yà fún wọn ní Benin Republic àwọn ọ̀tá lọ́ọ̀yà Afálọ́lá is came from heritage ọmọ Gani Adam ní àwọn ló kọ́kọ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà Afálọ́lá àwọn ló send lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn síbẹ̀ plan work ní ó ti lọ dóde wọn lọ pé wọn máa mú ó dóde lọ kó yọjú kó wá jákèṣẹ yẹn kò ní problem ta ní glory be to God
àti dúpẹ́ God bless you sir ẹ ṣeun gan.
ẹ máa tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀run á máa fún yín ṣe ilé àtọ̀nà yín ò ní bàjẹ́ àdínlò lẹ́rí kò ní
God bless you
àmì odò àgbèwà kò ní gbọ́dọ̀ lẹ̀.
àṣẹ bàbá àṣẹ kò ní bàjẹ́ so that is a deep one. I wish I could interpret all of that for all of you, but I'll find a way to swallow that in. Let me take this other call. Hello.
Maiyegun,
sir,
it's your boy again all the time. It's JJ, and I want to be constructive here. First, I greet all the houses. All the house members, all our congregations, the listeners.
Inside the temple today,
thanks to everybody.
People who attended the service.
Honestly, we thank you. We thank you people, and we thank God for whatever is happening. Maiyegun, I have a suggestion. Please, any lawyer that we want to take, let us scrutinize them properly. We need to check the profile, be radical, that can fight international. The international, what I mean, you
understand. Quickly add something too, right? Part of the plan that I told Maiyegun Ilanomo Odua is that
I don't want to say everything on publicly. That's why I suggest that one.
So we are going to suggest some lawyers privately that we want them to go for and talk to. Once they put the whole thing together, we'll get to that later. But JJ, continue.
And so in that, among that lawyer, it has to be the enemy of the West. One of the lawyers have to come from the enemy of the West. You understand what I mean? It has to be negative to the West, so that there will be no compromise. You understand what I mean? Because that's number one. Then number two, anytime you have a time to discuss with Basi, save my number, give him number if he needs some help. How we can take Yoruba down to the Russia? I have the contact. Good. I just need. If we are ready, we are ready. We'll talk to them diplomatically. We channel the energy. I have my own contact direct. I won't say more than that. So, brother, that's why I want to contribute to you. Thank you very, very much. And we are waiting. But when it's time, when we rise on, that's it.
Yes, we'll move. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
God bless you, Baba.
Thank you so much.
So a lot of people are interested. And I'm happy that a lot of people are interested. And, we will do it. So I'm going to think that I'm the one who is probably holding everybody, keeping everybody waiting right now. All right. But when we are going to do this, we should do it right. Okay. Don't jump gun. Don't leave rooms for any mistakes. Don't leave any rooms for anything that will be like, I'm so sorry, guys. I made a mistake. I don't work that way. So give me time. I will come with something rock solid proof. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, ma.
Long time.
Do you see bear that Odu Biafra, ma?
Yes, sir. This is Odu Biafra.
Are you surprised? I remember that.
Yes, I know you remember me now. That day, you can't forget it.
I know, I will always remember you. So how are you, ma?
We thank God. How's the family?
We thank God as well. And everybody can hear you, please.
Okay, all right. I've actually been trying to call you all this while in the past shows because there was something I saw some time ago when I went to Igboho side. So as I was coming back home, I saw like 6 armored vehicles. Then yes, the Igboho area, and that's between what's it called now, from Oshodi going towards Yanoworo.
Okay.
So now, there were about 5 other. Yes, around town planning side.
Okay.
So and also, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Everybody can.
Okay, so and also like 4 trucks filled with soldiers, armed soldiers. So I was driving, and all of a sudden, because we were in traffic, I now saw that the armored vehicles were parking. They parked. Probably they were waiting for other. I don't know, maybe they are coming from the port or something. I don't know. So they were parked, the armored cars, and then the trucks filled with soldiers as well parked. And then guess the people that are coming out of the armored cars.
Ooh.
As in, I don't know whether they are Fulanis or honestly, this I'm not making it up. I don't know whether they were Fulanis or Awusas. I don't know. But these were people from the north. So I don't know who they were. But they were wearing their normal, traditional, is it kaftan or jalabia? I don't know. So I was so concerned. I said, that I was going to call you to let you know what is going on. So unfortunately, I've not been able to get through to you all this while.
To capture them or something on camera or what have you, because you were driving.
Yes, I was driving, and then what's it called? All these what's it called now? These people last month they were there, so you can't find. You are driving and then you are using your phone. So I didn't want to be. Exactly. So I had to go. I was so concerned. I said, something is going on. It's like these people. So I'm like, so how is it possible that the armored cars were being driven by these people in they're not by military men, and they were being protected by military men? I said something is happening. No, something is really happening. And honestly, I've been so concerned, especially hearing what is going on lately now concerning Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho. No, and I've been listening to you in the last 2 days now concerning it, and even your own expression too of concern and all. You are so angry about what is going on now, and I overheard again, from the last caller, your discussion with the last caller that after all, contribution and all of that has been made, only 25 million naira was needed.
It's not
concerning Sunday Igboho's case, and they couldn't raise it.
Yeah, you know one thing, ma, we don't know what this is going to cost. All right, what we want to do is that we want to have what we call the legal aid. That legal aid means that we have a financial base of a starting capital of 25 million. So first, with the big case of Oloye Sunday Igboho, and then we also have other ones that we want to help as well, especially those his aides that were also packed and rounded up to Abuja. So we want to use this opportunity to start that and make sure that anyone standing trial, just because of the association with Oloye Sunday Igboho, we in the diaspora, we can always come in to help. So it's not that we know how much this is going to be. People have spent a lot, man. They've spent over 40 million on this, but we've never gotten any results. But we just want to do it differently this time.
Honestly, and then yesterday, I wasn't on your yesterday show, and then you said you were going to start a GoFundMe, and you were going to make it, transparent. Public. And I'm like, honestly speaking, if it is you that's going to run it, I think it will be a very credible one. So I would advise that people, start, contributing towards it.
Everyone,
because this guy came out. Because this guy came out, like I've always said, he put his life on the line, his family's on the line for everyone, including me. Me, I'm not Yoruba, but Mogbo Yoruba Dada. So I count myself as a Yoruba person and as an Igbo person. Yes, and that's why I came up with that name, Odubia.
Biafra. God bless you. Thank you so much for that information, by the way.
Thank you so much. You are really doing a lot.
God bless
you. The little that we all can do, I think we should be able to do it.
We will do it. God bless you, ma. So that information is very vital. People just need to know a lot is going on, and not just when they strike. You see, when they do something, it's not the only time you are. How did that happen? A lot is going on around you. Normally, you would be expected to report to the police if you observe something. But who are you going to report to when soldiers are guiding a sort of a suspicious truck? Who are you going to call? The police or the soldier? That's how messed up Nigeria has become. But if you see something, always say something. You may not know that the life of that person next to you may depend on it. Thank you so much for that information, our dear sister there, Odudu Biafra. I have somebody else on the line. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Baba, hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Maiyegun.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, and you? I'm okay. How's family?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. They're all fine.
Tunde from yesterday.
I know Tunde. So everybody can hear you, by the way. And yeah, you've heard the latest. I decided to do this short broadcast this afternoon, because I'm shifting to something else this evening. And I think it is ideal to always answer questions and then set the record straight. That's why we are doing this. You want to add something yourself?
Yeah, honestly, to start with, yesterday I was applauding you for your professionalism. I mean, in anything we do, because this has to do with we will be engaging a lot of institutions. So, and we have to be professional about it.
That's right.
So, see, as long as we are professional about everything and we follow protocols, you understand? We are good to go. We are good to go. So, you after that's why I said, me, I trust you, I believe you. Because the reason why I'm always with your show is because you're always coming up with ideas, solutions, and suggestions, and you're always professional about it.
That's right.
So, I mean, those are the things we lack in that country, Baba. We all know that. We lack it, you know. So, but if we can start building up with professionalism, from fighting for our revolution and fighting to get our
something that has track. Exactly, something that has track. I mean, it's not hard to do. Okay, I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody behind the scene when they were telling me that you know, because they know me, they trust me, and then except if somebody is making something up in their own imagination, that they can't come out to really prove and all of that. But at the same time, they want me to see this as something bigger, huge, and they know that I'm capable of keeping the record. Because if you make it public and you carry people along about what you do with their money and the rest of that, I bet it, right? You shouldn't run into any trouble. If you have anything shady, which I don't need to say, or just to prove, I've proved it in the past. And nobody can come out today and accuse me of anything. I can say and talk anytime I want. I can say anything I want anytime. People may not like it, but they will never come here and say, "Oh, is it not this Maiyegun? I get his receipts." No.
Maiyegun, you might not say it. You are trying to school our leader, those failed leaders. You are trying to school them. I mean, coming out to be responsible and show accountability is a part of government attitude, and which they lack. So when you say you want to always keep accountability of everything, you are schooling them. You are telling them this is how things should be run. People must know what you are using their money for.
Exactly.
It's not that when you ask the questions, you run off. You bombard them. But I mean, that's why I said I applaud your professionalism a lot.
Thank you, Baba.
And me, I like people. I'm always with people who are professional, whatever they are doing. It's not that you want to be doing things. Yeah, you know,
it's not a rocket science.
Exactly, Baba. Exactly. So, since as long as you're going to be passionate about it, which you are doing, you've been doing for so many years, Baba.
That's right.
Me, I deal with you.
Thank you.
I deal with you.
Thank you,
100%.
God bless you, Baba.
I'm just waiting for the link just to make my own deposit.
I was when I mentioned Bitcoins, you know, people kind of feel somehow. But the point here is that am I going to use your Bitcoin to trade in Abi what?
No,
we call something a deposit of what do you call it? A donation and what have you, right? So if Bitcoin is dipping, what do? You cash it out. Is that not what you do? So I'm not an expert there.
Exactly.
I'm not an expert there, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. It's just that I won't tell everybody and be making it look like I'm asking for help. Oh, I just Tunde is going to. We are working together on how to raise money for Louis Sunday Igboho or through Bitcoin. I don't do that. I will do that with you if I need your help. Then I will be responsible for what happened to the rest of everybody.
Exactly.
Hold me responsible. That's it. Well, whatever I do behind the scene, if I deliver, I will possibly be praised and say, that Maiyegun, that guy, that great guy. I be no be so. If I fuck up,
of course, 100%.
Everybody will say,
honestly, me, I applaud you for your professionalism.
Thank you, Baba.
Thanks, Baba.
God bless you too.
Thanks for even schooling most of us.
We have to.
We appreciate it.
God bless you, Baba. Nice one there. So that's Tunde. So here we go. I have another caller on the line. I hope we're going to be rounding it up soon. But yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Maiyegun.
Sir.
Maiyegun General.
Kò ní bàjẹ́.
Ọmọ yé mi.
Bó ti wà.
Wà dáadáa o. Èmi rọmọ onímúṣẹ́ ànádòru.
Oh yeah, ṣe ọmọ onímúṣẹ́ àjínà. Ọmọ onímúṣẹ́ ànádòru. Ọmọ alákàrà tí ń délé kó ṣọ̀tá. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún lọ́ndì nílé bàbá wọn. Ọmọ àbábá tìdìbá. Àwọn ọmọ alágẹmọ mẹ́rìndínlógún. Yeah, kò ní bàjẹ́ bàbá. Now, here we go. I have a brother from another mother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is Olajide calling from London.
Olajide from London, Baba. You are blessed. Everybody can hear you now. Go on.
I'm so for Ekpenuṣe. Àwọn ẹni máa ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ lọ.
Ekpenuṣe.
Àwọn ẹni ṣe bí. Ṣé àwọn ọjà ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n? Wọ́n mọ̀ fọ ojú tí là. Ojú tí là báyìí o. ọ̀dẹ̀ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan pé ẹni tó lù wá dá lẹ́jọ́ tó lóun ògbà tó ń fapá jánu ká mo fi tó máa kọ́ máa gbẹ́jọ́ lọ báyìí because ọmọ yìí pé a ti wà 5 steps ahead of them.
That's right.
So no matter what they want to do, we are on it. Keep up the good work, my brother.
God bless you. Man. Appreciate you. God bless you. You have a good one too. Okay.
Stay safe. You too.
Nice one. So Omoyemi Olajide remgbe ìlú òyìnbó ìlú ọba Olajide ọwọ́ra ń pè ní Jide níjẹ̀bú afúgbọ́ Jide jẹ̀ǹdọ̀ mbro for Jide máa fẹ́ràn just mo sọ yẹn o but usually kò gbọ́ Jide wà gbọ́ jẹ̀ǹdọ̀. That's a brother from another brother. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtains. All of us will do a lot later this evening. I mean, I'm going to come back later this evening, but I may kind of say one or two things on this as well. But tonight, it's going to be a loaded one that will be based on the happenings politically, economically, and the rest in Nigeria in the last 2 days. So in my element, you should join me tonight, 9 p.m. UK time. Usually, I may even start early, okay? 9 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. And if you go to bed before then, sure, you can always watch my video again the following morning. So to every one of you tonight, this afternoon, I want to say thank you. And here we are. When I come back with the details of how we are going to do this, it's not hard, okay? Don't beat about the bush. What we are doing is going to be supervised by myself and so many other people behind the scene. Their job is not a job that you can say, so many other people, Maiyegun. No. What I mean is that some of those things I'm going to need, or we are going to need to make this work, right? Simply means I'm going to work with other people too. I'm going to seek the ideas of other people. I'm going to pick things that eventually will suit what I envision, how I think this should go. And if you have all admitted that I am so good in updating, I have been professional about it. I like that when people say I'm professional about it, I'm like, okay, if I tell this one, say, oh, we you know, when I'm talking to the Buhari idiots, and I'm like, I wanted to ask that, is that professional? But people love it because I can present my position enough that you will understand me, even if I don't speak the best English. Well, at least you should appreciate me. I don't speak the best of the best of the best English. I don't even speak, maybe I don't speak good English as well, right? But every time people say that, I'm like, you should appreciate me. I can speak English to communicate with so many people. How many English people here can speak Ijebu or speak Yoruba fluently and communicate with all of you? And you will not be sitting down there and be feeling sorry for him, like, hey, that's not how to pronounce it. Oh, this one, you know what I mean? So be thankful, and I don't kind of pretend to be somebody who speaks the best, but I just know how to communicate, okay? I can speak, I can communicate, I can present enough that people will get my message so clear. So in this case, that's the role I'm going to play on this too. Because, Abi, if I tell you, say, they don't pay lawyer, and I tell you how much they don't pay lawyer, is that not what do you call it? A accountability role, something that is so easy to do. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So when I finally work everything out, I will bring Maiyegun this Saturday, okay? That is when we are going to continue on this issue of a fundraiser, Oloye Sunday Igboho, and everything that will pop up later, okay? So today, use this my video. If you want to catch up, sometimes it's 2 hours or 1 hour of a lot of this, deviation and all of that. But if you have the time to listen to me all this while, or you manage to even watch this video to this point, yeah, remember this. When we come on, when I come back on this issue of fundraiser, yeah, it will be a no going back, so to say, and that will be us. So thank you very much as you follow these steps. But tonight is going to be a different ball game. So get set for that, and I will see you later tonight. Thank you very much. Take your time, and you have a wonderful day. You can still like my video. And mind you, hang on. Mind you, for everyone who is asking for Diaspora Radio International, even though you are likely not going to go and listen, right? I encourage you to do, okay? Diaspora Radio International, we have, all the audio version of my videos right there, right now. You can go on and listen, okay? I've got people working behind the scene as well, ensuring that very soon you will be able to listen to your favorite presenter on Facebook, as well as on YouTube, or right here on Diaspora Radio International audio. You see, you can listen to it audio.
Dying order.
See?
So pigeonholing the establishment, whether real or fictional, should be done strategically in such a way that we bring ourselves to fore to say, this is the role I am playing, this is the example I'm showing, and raise leaders from there who will be easy to govern, difficult to rule, and impossible to enslave. Thank you very much.
Sega and Evangelist Dele Farutimi. It's been a pleasure having you both tonight. It was impromptu, but
so that is a Diaspora Radio International. So to every one of you, I want to say thank you once again. Go on there, listen to it. If you decide to watch a video, it's probably going to take you to Diaspora Radio International YouTube. All right. So this is where you can see the replay, the videos of presenters on MaiyegunSdiary, on Diaspora Radio International. You can even subscribe. Guys, let's use this opportunity that you are watching this video, right? Go on to diasporaradiointernational.com or just go on to the YouTube and search for Diaspora Radio International YouTube, okay? And subscribe. I've been struggling to get it to 1,000 subscribers for the past 1.5 years because many of you just donated. You never even looked back, and you're allowing some of these other guys who probably never believed we could do it. Now we did it. Some of you didn't go back there to check. Oh, let me see where I donated money for Diaspora Radio. This is what you did. Donate money for. So go on there, play about with it, engage the platform. And when I come back later this evening, we'll talk more. Goodbye.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.